Brand. Oh, what's up? Oh yeah, I see. We live now.
We here.
Yeah. Hey, I
What's
want to
good,
thank our
Zoe?
sponsor, Texas Pete.
Hey, the goat hot sauce. What's up, everybody? Yesterday was so much fun. We had to get back on. Now I got my other brother, Jack. Bodie Jack is back. This is your second time, so
You
um,
already know.
yeah, we both got the game playing on. Both now we're on mess streams, but I had Stream East was kind of a little sluggish, but yeah, that's a good place to stream it if you don't have cable. Mess streams, Stream East.
Yeah, your
But yeah,
channel's gonna
so
get banned.
apparently they said they they won't get banned.
No, I said your channel's gonna get
Oh,
banned.
mine, yeah, yeah. Hey, it's for the people. So if they ban me, it's all love, yo. But yeah, we both got the game plan on our phones, and we're just gonna talk. We'll be reacting to the game, but also just some more in depth coverage of the NFL and just giving our takes and analysis. So yeah, you got anything to add?
Yeah, I mean, we. I'm a Niner fan. He's a Raider fan. So you might get some Niner bias here, but I try to keep it, as even as possible. I try not to show my bias.
Yeah,
Um, and like obviously, I hate the Packers and the Eagles, but I can be, I think I can judge them pretty well, but who knows?
yeah. Nah, I know you, and you're pretty unbiased. I think I'm pretty unbiased too. I've learned. I meant to say this yesterday, but being a Raider fan all these years with very minimal success, it's like I just love football. So most playoff seasons, the Raiders haven't been in it, and so I'm just trying to watch good football and talk what I see. So that's what we're gonna try and do here tonight. Past couple days, the topic of conversation in our group chat has been Mr. Brock Purdy and the quarterbacks. And like you said, we pretty much have the same stance on Purdy. Like we both really like him. He's obviously proven himself. He's proven a lot. There's it's kind of like most people are on two opposite sides. They either love him or they hate him. And we're kind of like, yeah, we really like him, but he's still got some stuff he got to show and got to prove.
Yeah,
Uh, so that's cool. But where we were kind of heated and disagreed was the quarterback rankings.
yeah.
So and who I had in front of him, who he had. So do you have your rankings with you?
I got it here. I can remember it. I went all the way like 32
Yeah.
of them,
Yeah.
but I can remember like at least the top 10 for sure. I can pull it up on my phone too and really get it going.
Okay. Yeah.
If you want all that,
All that.
all that. All right, let's get it.
Or maybe go like top 15, 16. Those are the ones that matter.
Yeah, we'll just know Daniel Jones is last. But all right, so I got it. So obviously I got Mahomes at one. I think if anybody doesn't really have Mahomes there, you kind of I'm not listening to what you got to say, and I
Yeah.
don't like Mahomes, but you just can't
Yeah.
listen to it. Um, and then I got Lamar, Burrow at three, Allen at four. Then I got Aaron. I know a lot of people won't say that, but I mean he's my dark horse MVP this season. He's got four of them. Make it five. Ty Payton, maybe. But I got Stafford after that. Then I got Brock, Dak, CJ, Herbert, Jordan Love, Goff, Hurts, Cousins, Tua, then Baker. Um,
Wow.
yeah, and I mean, hey, feel how you want about my list, but that's mine. I know a lot of people are going to disagree probably on, CJ, Jordan Love's behind Herbert. CJ's right in front of Herbert. People like Herbert more than I do. He's I don't know. He hasn't won enough for me.
I
And
agree.
CJ, I know people are kind of like he's the next big thing. But again, we've seen one season, and it was a great season for sure, and I respect it. But I just haven't seen enough yet.
Yeah.
Um, and then even with Jordan Love, one season, the second half of the year was really good. Last 9 games, he beat the Cowboys. He wasn't favored. He won that game.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and then he played the Niners, and he kind of folded, in my opinion. And that's kind of where we differ. We argued for 2 days straight, sending voice memos back and forth about Jordan Love and Brock Purdy. And my argument wasn't to like, I'm not trying to push Brock up into the top 5 like,
Yeah.
some
I
of
get
our other
that.
friends, but I just don't think that Jordan Love belongs in front of Brock at this point.
Yeah.
And that was my argument. Um, and like, I'm not going to fight against CJ Stroud. Like, obviously, he's super talented. If somebody wants to put Dak in front of Purdy, I mean, I don't think it's right, but, hey, we can agree to disagree on that. But I was fighting Jordan Love because I'm like, they Brock won head to head. There's so many reasons I gave over the past 2 days. I can go over some of them, but Brock, you're just ignoring the entire season he was in top 5 for MVP,
Mm-hmm.
right? Obviously the weapons help. Obviously he has a great defense. Obviously he has Kyle Shanahan, but still, um, and I think he has more to prove. And I know
Yeah.
your argument. I'll let you say it, but yeah, I just think Brock has shown more than Jordan Love. Now, moving forward, can Jordan Love be better? Sure. If he shows me this year that he's better than Brock, I'm not going to sit here and be stubborn about it. But I mean, it has to be obvious, but we'll see.
Yeah. No, and for one, I respect your argument, and is definitely a debate. I think for the most part, you agree with that, but you didn't like me putting him in front. Um, I'll give my list real quick.
Okay.
Oops, I'm trying to post a live on IG.
Okay. Yeah, I know some people might be mad that I left Trevor Lawrence out of the top 15, but
Oh wow.
he uh, he's got the same numbers as Daniel Jones. He got those same numbers, so and Daniel Jones is literally 31st for me. Um, so I got I know I didn't mention Caleb Williams, Anthony Richardson, Will Levis, Bryce Young, and Jaden Daniels, Bo Nix, Drake May.
hmm
They're just all young guys. Hard to really rank them. So
Yeah,
I kept
and
all those guys out. But I knew
and
where to put Daniel Jones. I could probably put all those guys in front of Daniel Jones. No lie.
dude, we could take some time, and we can do that argument. And I think deep down you respect Dan,
Not at
but
all.
well, then you're just mistaken. I'll get to my list in a second. Daniel Jones went to a dysfunctional organization, a trash organization that Eli said, I'm done. I got to get out of here before I get killed.
Saquon just caught a crazy touchdown.
Oh man. Okay. That that kind of hopefully validates where I placed Hurts because I was looking at it like, dang, I might have to change this, but I won't cheat. I won't change it. But yeah, Daniel Jones, you give him some weapons, I think he could play. I think it's been unfair. He's total dysfunction. Never really had a line. The one year he had a decent line and decent, defense. He went to the playoffs, won a big playoff game. So I, I I'm hopeful for Danny. He finally got a receiver too. So we'll see. We'll see. But my list, I think we're hold on. Let me pull up mine. And I kind of broke it into tiers. So for tier one, starts off pretty similar to you. So I have Mahomes, Lamar, Allen, and Burrow. my top four. I respect you putting Burrow in front of Allen. I personally like Burrow a little bit better. I really like Allen too. I think for me, to be an elite quarterback, it starts with winning. And that's one thing all these guys have done consistently throughout their career. They all have won big games. Obviously, Mahomes, Lamar, yeah, wins all these games every year in a tough division. Only lost one career game to the NFC, which is insane. Obviously, the playoffs and the Chiefs, he got to figure that out. But he gets better every year. Allen, same thing, wins games. Burrow, why I put Allen in front is because Burrow's injury history. And just, I feel like Burrow's been more durable, and that's why I give him the nod.
You mean
But,
Allen?
I mean, I'm sorry, yeah, Allen.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but I respect that. Like I said, it's really close. I think Burrow's better. He's just a sharper player, but he's just had injuries. Bad luck with that. I think this is where it gets a little controversial. I put CJ in my top five, and I'm gonna
You
say
put him
why.
in tier one. Now you're switching up.
Yeah, tier one too. This is all tier one.
Oh, okay, okay.
I ain't switching. The reason I put CJ is, and we both admit this, he had one of the most incredible passing seasons for a rookie in NFL history. But I think what really sold me on him was the fact, and I didn't like him coming out the draft. I didn't believe in him. Not that I didn't like him, but I didn't. I was like, I don't know about him. But to take that franchise that was, top three worst in the league and turn them around like this, and obviously D'Amico, he has a lot of responsibility for that as well. But for CJ to do that, I just, yeah, without like a crazy team, they were one of the worst teams, and he turned them around, kind of put them on his back. I put a lot of stock into that. Of course, there's the sophomore slump, and that's real, and that happens. Teams watch film and kind of figure you out. I think he's only going to get better. They added Diggs. They added Mixon. I think the defense will be better. They added some players, so I don't think he takes a step back. What happened,
Hicks just dropped a wide open pass, like 30-yard catch.
Hicks?
Yeah. Did I
Oh
say
man,
Hicks? Yeah.
yeah, yeah. My
Or
thing,
he slipped.
mine is lagging. All right, so that's CJ. A Rod. Normally, I would have him. You had him what, around five?
5.
Yeah. Only thing, he's coming off injury and he's old, but he's like my favorite quarterback ever. So I think, and I do think he has a bounce back year. He's definitely in that, in that tier one discussion. But I'm gonna pump the brakes for now. I want to see it first, but his age, I think that's what kind of scared me. His age and the injury.
Hmm.
After Rodgers, I had Hurts. Now that's again, that's a little. I know it's sketch. I was a Hurts believer. He's always been a great leader. He's always won games. But I gotta admit, last year was shaky, and I kind of blamed it on the team being, just so out of sync, and there was issues with the coaches, and they fired coaches and all that. So I kind of put it on that, but yeah, honestly, I like where I have them. Looking back, and then that's where I got to Love and Purdy, and then I had Stafford, Dak, all in tier two. Tier three, I had Cousins, Goff, Tua, and then Trevor. Uh, no, I'm sorry. I put Trevor in two spots, but
You forgot Herbert.
I think. Oh yeah, maybe I meant Herbert. Okay,
Yeah.
I think Herbert would go there, and then I had Watson, Trevor, and Kyler. Uh, yeah, but at that point, yeah, I think they're irrelevant. I agree with you with Herbert. Same thing with Trevor. I think they're kind of in the same boat. Really talented, but like, what have you done? They both been surrounded with talent, but I don't. They don't really win big games. But all right, back to Love and Purdy. Again, like you said, Purdy had all the stats, MVP consideration, and top. What was he? Top 3 or 4 in that.
Yeah, he
Um,
was like fifth in MVP voting.
fifth. Okay. And I love Purdy's intangibles, and I like his tangibles. Like we talk about it. He's a great decision maker. He quick release, gets the ball out. He's decisive. I think Love has some of those traits too, though. Maybe not as good in some areas. And we talked about this. Love is bigger, stronger, bigger arm, which I everyone wants that with their quarterback.
Did you see him miss that throw in the end zone?
Now my thing is still frozen.
Huh.
What's the score right now? 7-6.
7-6, yeah.
Okay, he'll prove me right here shortly. But again, and we both agree, like both of them, they're so young. We have little data, and it's a small sample size. A little bit more on Purdy. So I think two parts. The reasons why I put Love in front, and again, it's by a smidge. This season's going to tell a lot, but I think Love, similarly to Stroud, he took a team that, yeah, they were good and they're perennial playoff, but the year prior,
Oh, touchdown.
Tug, I seen that one.
That wasn't Jordan Love, though. That was a handoff.
That was an end around or something? Yeah, okay. I didn't see the whole play. I just seen him running. Love audible to that play.
Maybe he did. Respect.
Nah, but with Love, like I said, so Rodgers was there and with the same weapons, same team, and failed to make the playoffs. And people were down on the Packers. And Love, like you say, he kind of struggled in the beginning. It was a little shaky. But I think once he caught his footing, what was it? 22 picks? I mean, 22 touchdowns, 1 pick,
Yep. Yep.
9 games. Purdy did it over a stretch of a season and his numbers were crazy, but that's pretty crazy. So I think the momentum he finished with once he kind of got his footing, winning a big playoff game as an underdog versus the Cowboys, like that was pretty incredible. He put up crazy numbers. And then the loss to the Niners, like it's nothing to, like you said, he kind of folded there in the end. He threw that pick, but
Two picks. Twice as many picks in that one game than he did in 9 games before that.
true. But he kept him alive, and it was close. I don't think, we both agree. Yeah, Purdy outplayed him, but I don't think by much. And he was playing the tougher defense. So I think considering Purdy has more talent around him, a better team. I like Matt LaFleur, but Kyle's better. He came
Did
from.
you just see that play they called? That was straight out of Kyle's playbook.
There you go. So Kyle's the LaFleur. Matt LaFleur is the clone. Kyle's the original. So
Sometimes the clone is better.
really. So yeah, with all that, I think Purdy hasn't had as much to carry on his shoulders compared to Love, and Love has thrived in that too. So
I don't think 9-8 is really thriving, but again, we will see this season.
it was the rough start though. They started. What did I tell? We was talking about yesterday or 2 days ago.
Yeah, he
They
played like a hobo and then turned it on out of nowhere.
yeah.
They just went for two and folded.
Dang, mine keeps freezing. Here's my thing on Purdy, and it's not all on him, but there was that 3 game stretch where he took 3 L's without some of the monstars. Trent and McCaffrey and Debo missed a couple of those games. And again, it's not all on Purdy, and you can't ask a quarterback to do everything, but he didn't play well either. He didn't look like himself. And so I think even though it's a small sample size, I think it somewhat proves, okay, he does need some type of, all quarterbacks need help. But I think those few elite guys, the Burrows, the Lamars, the Mahomes, they don't need as much. They can do a little more of the heavy lifting. So
Nah, I'm with you there, and that's why I don't have him up that high. But at the same time, I feel like I talked about it before was he didn't have Trent, and the O line for the Niners isn't that great to begin with. So you take Trent out of it, I think we were ranked like 23rd or something in the league. You
Yeah,
take Trent away, then what is it? You know, and he's the considered the best O lineman in the NFL. So when you
yeah,
take that guy who's the best out of that, the other four guys must be who knows what. But I mean, anyway, they're solid enough. They did their job, except for in the Super Bowl. Freaking, I don't even want to talk about that. But um, again, you take away Trent against three really good pass rushers. You put a lot of pressure on Purdy, and obviously he was in for a bad day. He didn't play very well against uh, the Browns, against the Bengals, or the Vikings. So again, they got what Hubbard, they got Miles Garrett, and Hunter. They had
he got
yeah.
him.
No, I just seen him on the commercial. That's funny.
Yeah, those are some big dogs. And I agree, but like I said, I think just at the end of the day, he didn't play well. Now, yeah, the team wasn't great around him either, but the stuff he could control, he didn't do great. And we seen more turnovers than usual, less touchdowns than usual. He wasn't putting the crazy numbers he was when he had the fully stacked team. So
True. I think really like if you really look back at those games, Cousins tore up the defense. He killed us.
yeah,
No lie. And Burrow, he killed us too.
yeah,
So I think Burrow went for some crazy numbers. Like he only like he had two incompletions. Yeah,
yeah.
this is just from my memory. I remember Cousins just killing us, and I'm sitting there getting pissed off at the TV. Like, how is this bum killing us? I do respect Cousins though; he's good.
Cousins good. I like
Yeah.
him.
And I wanted them to get Cousins when we were going through the whole Jimmy G bull crap, but regardless, you see this referees out with a calf strain or something.
What? Yeah. Somebody sniped him.
Um, but yeah, like it wasn't like the defense just took advantage of them, but our defense actually got toasted
Yeah,
against the Browns. It was a mud bowl. It
yeah,
was
yeah,
raining. It was wet. He played bad, and then he drove us down the field to win the game, and the kicker missed the kick. And that kicker, I don't even want to say his name. He's poo, and he should have been gone. They should have at least brought a kicker in camp to compete with him. But hey, that's uh, that's John Lynch for you. So
yeah.
uh,
All right, so there's our argument. Anyone watching, please put in the comments who you think's better of the two. Again, I think we both think it's close, and we both need to see more. Everyone does, but I pretty much told you as you disagree. Like it's pretty close. It's about a tie to me, so I go with Love just because he's bigger and stronger. But I think they're both accurate. They both, and Purdy's arm ain't bad. Like I think people just think, oh, he looks small, but he got a nice arm and he's really accurate. So
yeah, he
we'll
got a
see.
better arm than Tua.
Yeah, for sure,
Yeah,
for sure.
it's not Aaron Rodgers or Matt Stafford or Patrick Mahomes, but he got a solid arm.
Yeah, definitely. So it's 12-7.
Yeah, it's a solid game. They're going back and forth. Hobo Bowl. Nah, these. I mean, I think everyone's kind of overhyping the Eagles. Not gonna lie, they're
Usually,
kind of
yeah,
ignoring the fact that the Eagles had such a bad stretch at the end of the year and then lose to the Bucks in the first round of the playoffs.
that was horrible.
Um, and then the Packers are, like they're going to be up there. I feel like they're going to be good. They went 9-8. They might, duplicate that. I feel like Detroit's going to win that division, but
Yeah,
uh, I feel like everyone's overhyping the Eagles. I don't. They're saying they're going to win the division, and obviously they got a lot of talent. Um,
they
but
got
yeah,
a they
I
got a
just don't
flashy
think.
new toy, AJ.
I, yeah, but Saquon obviously is good, but I just think they got so much out of DeAndre Swift
Hmm.
last year that it's not going to be that much of an impact. Um, and I just feel like they didn't. They did address the defense, but I feel like it was just names. Like they didn't
That's
really
for
address
you.
it. So
Yeah, I love their draft. Drafting those two DBs. excuse me, Mitchell starting. He made a nice play earlier in the game. White dude, Cooper.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
know what's up with him. If he, I don't, I doubt he's starting, but
he got cut. No, I'm just playing.
they moved him to safety. Nah, I'm rooting for him though. This is the first white corner we've seen like
No, but
since
isn't there someone else? Somebody else got one too. Didn't somebody else draft
I
one?
think so. Undrafted dude.
White dude.
But yeah, we'll see. We'll see what it looks like. I think I was one of them. I picked the Eagles to win the division. I think the Cowboys, with the offseason they had, they didn't really improve much. Uh, yeah, they're lacking at running back. CD finally signed, so that was good, but he wasn't there. So they still got to sign Micah. The whole Dak situation, I'm sure that oh, nice ball.
Yeah,
That's weighing on him for sure, and that pressure. So, and I don't think Dak is great under pressure. So,
I don't think there's any pressure on him to be honest. He's chilling. Because look, he already got 160 million in the bank. So
yeah,
it's like even if he gets hurt, somebody's gonna pay him. Like
true.
Kirk Cousins got paid, and he's older.
That's
So
a good point. Yeah, he
I just
knows.
I feel like he's all right. He's like he's playing the game too.
That's
He
true.
knows he's gonna get money.
Yeah, but
It's
with
like
that, does he care, or is he like, I'm chilling. I'm just not gonna get hurt.
I mean, he still wants to
Hopefully.
win. I know he hates the criticism. Always see his brother talking in the media or like
Yeah,
on social media, like y'all need to stop talking bad about
yeah,
Dakota.
yeah, yeah. So we'll see. Uh, the Giants still don't have enough. Again, I'm rooting for Danny, but yeah. And then I love Jaden Daniels. We'll see what Washington can do with who's dude they got from the Seahawks. Oh no, from the Cowboys. They got Dan Quinn, right?
Yeah, Dan
That's
Quinn.
their head coach.
But yeah, I worry he's a small dude,
Yeah,
so that's that's the only thing.
yeah.
It's
That's
like,
what Wave said yesterday. Don't get hit. But
yeah,
he is
no,
electric too, and he could throw.
true, but yeah, it's dangerous. It's
Yeah,
uh, it's just different. So,
yeah,
but we'll see.
yeah. So speaking of, he's one of the premier rookie quarterbacks. Who you like? We'll go our picks. We mentioned obviously you got rookie of the year, MVP, and then
Hmm.
we could go into some of these stat leading predictions too.
Okay, okay.
Do you have someone in mind for rookie of the year? Not a
Offensive
quarter.
rookie of the year. It's got to be a quarterback.
Yeah,
Um, and I want to say Caleb Williams, but I just feel like he's gonna lay an egg this season because everyone's hyping them like they're gonna be so good.
yeah.
Um, so maybe I'm gonna go with Bo Nix.
Okay. Wow. Wild card.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna win a lot of games, but I think he'll put up some stats, and
Okay.
he's gonna open some eyes, and maybe the Broncos will have hope next season.
Yeah. And that Sean Payton handpicked him. He said that was his guy all along. So it's been a few years since Sean has had success, but obviously he's one of the great, offensive minds. What him and Breeze was able to do. So yeah, we'll see. I like Knicks coming out. I'm not rooting for him now as a Raider fan, but yeah, we'll see.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go out on a limb. Should I? Dang.
I felt like I went out on a limb. Who you going out on a limb for?
No, you did. I'll give you that. I was gonna say neighbors.
That's not a bad one, but yeah, Daniel Jones is throwing them the ball. So
They were practicing for it with the jug machine. Hey, that was funny.
that had me dying.
The thing shot right at the ground. But I think he's just one of them guys. I think he's going to be special.
Nah,
So
he looks like a monster. No lie.
yeah, if he could keep his head right, I think he could get it. I love the Raiders rookie tight end, but I
Oh
don't
yeah,
think he'll get enough. It's tough for a tight end to win that award, anyways. But
yeah,
yeah, um, yeah, I think I'll stick with my pick with Neighbors.
yeah.
I
Neighbors might win defensive rookie of the year, but batting down all those balls that Daniel Jones throwing, all the interceptions Daniel Jones is gonna throw.
Hey, Danny finally got a weapon, man. They're gonna put up numbers. They call him Danny Dimes for a reason.
Nobody calls him that, just you.
Nah,
Yeah,
coming out, coming out the draft, they coined that nickname for him.
yeah. I don't
All
know
right, what
who.
about on the defensive side? You got someone in mind?
Shoot, I don't know. The white dude. Nah, that is a great question. Hmm. Nah, I don't know. I don't even know which rookies are really going to be starting like that or actually playing. It's hard to really say.
Yeah, let's see. I'm looking at the top picks now. A lot of people's high on Latu from UCLA,
Hmm.
uh, which I really like him, and I know he's worked with other NFL pass rushers, and so he's really skilled. There, there's Byron Murphy. You recognize that name
Oh yeah, Byron Murphy. What is that, Junior?
with the Seahawks?
Yeah, yeah,
Byron Murphy the second. You
yeah,
remember what happened with him?
yeah. What exactly?
The
I mean,
Trinity.
that is hilarious.
Bro was man. I
That
don't
is
know the
hilarious. I
details.
forgot about that.
Yeah, I don't know if he knew girl was a dude,
No,
but
he knew. I remember we went over it.
he
He
did know.
definitely
Yeah,
knew.
yeah, and he cast dude out.
Nah,
Yeah.
he didn't. He didn't cash him out. That's the
Oh,
problem.
you're right. You're right. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. He was gonna though.
That's
He
why he got
wanted
exposed.
that. Yeah.
So
He wanted that work.
what's up with these dudes in the NFL? We got the other dude running down the hall with that naked chick
Yep.
chasing him.
Yep. Wow.
What is going on?
Yeah, that's sad, man. Let's see. Some good corners. Again, the guy the Eagles picked, Mitchell. Nate Wiggins on the Ravens looks promising.
Mm.
Uh,
Jordan Love almost just threw a pick six.
you said he almost did. Oh, stumbled.
Almost.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Hobo.
Nice.
Brock's
That's
better. Confirmed. I'm just playing. Oh, that's why he slipped.
Oh, you know who I seen firsthand is Dallas Turner. When the Raiders played them in the preseason, and he looked nice.
Okay.
He caused a lot of pressure, so I'm just gonna go with Dallas. Why not?
Yeah. Yeah.
Rushers always have a good chance.
You don't want to pick Dallas for the division, though, huh? All right.
I'm
Oh
not
my
ready.
God, he almost threw another pick. I'm just saying.
Oh, love, what are you doing,
Just saying. He's taking shots. I like it, but damn, this game
man?
is not not like he's down. They're only down 2 points.
Yeah, I know. He had Hicks. It looked like
Yeah, I don't know why he's throwing in the double
or
coverage
Wicks.
like that. It's wild.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh, there's Mitchell again in coverage. Um. All right.
blitzing
So rookie, we got defensive. What about MVP
MVP. I got. Oh, nice throw. Oh, touchdown.
on third?
Yep. He bought some time and made a nice
Oh
throw on the run, wide open.
man.
Hey, it's a good game. They're going back and forth. I don't like that they're slipping all over this thing field though. But
Yeah.
hey, um,
Brazil.
anyway, MVP.
So
Um,
I know you
I don't
said
know, I'll
you're
give you maybe.
dark horse. So Give
Yeah.
an MVP and then a dark horse.
Okay, so Mahomes could easily win an MVP, but
Yeah,
um, I don't want to say Mahomes just cause. But I've been saying Josh Allen for the past 2 seasons. I don't
yeah.
think this is his year either. Um, I think it's going to be somebody. Let's see. Let's see. Lamar could honestly go back to back because I know they're going to win a ton of games. Um,
You don't think they'll
I
have
don't think the Bengals are
voted
going to
to be?
explode. They might, yeah, no, for sure.
Yeah,
Um, but I'm trying to think of the other good teams. I don't think Brock's going to win it. Um, I don't think Goff is going to win it. I can't say Dak, and I don't want to say Hurts either. Um, so I guess I'll go with Burrow, and I'm not liking that one, but I'm gonna just go with Burrow. And hey, that's without saying Mahomes, that's the best choice I got.
yeah.
Um, and then dark horse is going to be Aaron. I think they're going to be really good. And a lot of people are really disrespecting the Jets. I think
Hmm.
Vegas got them at 11 and a half wins. Um, so at least Vegas believes in them. I think their defense is solid. Aaron is Aaron. I think he's going to ball.
Hmm.
So he doesn't have crazy weapons, but we'll see. I like Brees Hall. I like Garrett Wilson. I don't think Garrett Wilson's a number one, but Aaron's going to force him the ball. So
Yeah,
we'll see.
yeah. I like the Aaron pick, and I like Burrow. Honestly, I was thinking about him too, but I think it's gonna be tough for them. Just in regards to winning that division again. Hopefully, he has to stay healthy, but we'll see. I think both of those are good choices. I'm kind of going back and forth. So I was considering Burrow. I'm gonna go with CJ. I think
That's a good pick.
you got a three-headed monster at receiver. They're gonna throw that ball. Mixon, even with him, he's a receiving back too. So and he got a tight end. He's surrounded by weapons now. So I think he'll do it. I think his division. I think it'll be tough, but definitely winnable. I think they'll take care of business. So I'm gonna go CJ. Dark horse. I kind of had two, and one of them. This ain't my pick, but who I had in mind is Kirk Cousins.
Hmm.
I think the division ain't great. Cousins puts up numbers, and the Falcons got a squad. So if he just you know
I
takes
think they're
care of
10
it,
wins, 10-win team at best.
I think I can see them winning 12.
I cannot.
Let's see.
I
Yeah,
bet you bet that in Vegas, you win a ton of money.
probably
Yeah,
12 and 5. I don't know if I'd put money on that, but 11. I think best case scenario, I wouldn't be shocked if they won 12. I could see
I'd
it.
be shocked.
Really.
I'd be shocked. I like Bijan. I'm still not. I mean, their defense was actually solid last year, so they could be a good team. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna lie, but again, it's the Falcons. It's Kirk Cousins. It's not pretty. So,
Yeah.
but
I'm just saying, watch out for him. That's why it's a dark horse.
I hear you. I hear you.
I think so. That's Cousins. I think this guy will be a little bit more consistent. I think his team is a little bit better. They've already tasted that success. I'm gonna go with Jared Goff, Cal's finest.
I was thinking Jared
Yeah,
too, but I
I
was like,
think,
nah, I just can't see him winning MVP.
yeah, and that's the thing about MVP. It's hard for a dark horse to win it because you have to be so consistent. Like they may allow two or three, not bad games basically. Really, probably just two, and you got to win. So it's tough. A lot goes into it, and that's why the elite dudes win it. But Yeah, I think golf. I think that their team is going to be good again. Uh, Obviously, is them and the Packers is going to be tough, but I think golf got a good chance at it.
Yeah, that no, I mean, I definitely thought about them because I think they're going to have a possibly a 13 win season. It'll be up there for most wins, at least in the NFC.
Yeah.
Um, and so that's why I was considering him as well. But
Hmm.
yeah, no, that's a good one.
Yeah.
If I pick a second dark horse, maybe mm, I guess Dak.
Okay. Yeah.
I think they're
Yeah.
gonna. I think a lot of people are hating on the Cowboys. I think they're gonna have at least 12 wins.
Yeah.
Um, but we'll see.
Yeah. I mean, say what you want about Dak, and I'm not really a fan of him, but yeah, every year he's guaranteed, 10, 12 wins. So yeah, if he could put it together, I wouldn't be shocked.
People are probably screaming at us, "Where's Hurts?
Oh
Where's
man.
putting Hurts in there?" But hey, I don't. I got to see it from Hurts, honestly. After
Yeah,
last year, I got to see some more from him. I don't know what he is anymore. I thought he was the man. I
it's
was like,
tough.
hey,
Yeah. Again, where I had him ranked, I was kind of going out on a limb, but I feel you. I have my concerns. Um, what if Dak goes out there and wins the MVP? Would and let's say he wins MVP and Cowboys win a playoff game and lose in the we'll say lose in the conference championship, but they make it. What does Jerry do?
oh, they're going to pay him regardless.
You think
Regardless,
regardless?
regardless, they're paying
Then
him.
why ain't they paid him?
I don't know. They're playing games. It's weird. Jerry Jones is weird with that stuff. Why did he wait so long to pay CD? He knew he was going to pay him, but he ended up paying him the most. Now
Yeah,
he's going to end up having to pay Dak the most.
but Dak's gonna be a free agent. He could leave.
Yeah, but even if he doesn't want to leave, he wants to be in Dallas.
True.
He already said it. He could tell he wants to be in Dallas. He's just kind of upset. But that's Jerry. He says weird stuff to the media, but behind closed doors, he's really nice to all these guys. The people,
Yeah.
the players love him.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
um,
Sure.
yeah,
Ooh.
but it's just nonsense.
Heck.
Like, I can't believe they didn't go after Derrick Henry, which is actually just insane.
Yeah. Yeah. They
But yeah,
really sneak back.
it's ridiculous. But yeah, so what? That's those are our MVPs. What we got? What we can do? Defensive Player of the Year and Comeback Player of the Year. I got Aaron. I think that's a no-brainer. Maybe Anthony Richardson if Aaron gets hurt again.
Yeah, I think Aaron's the safe choice. I think he'll get it. I expect a good year out of him. What about defensive player of the year? Do you have someone in mind? I gotta think for a second.
I was thinking T.J. Watt right off the bat. That's who's going to win it, in my opinion. It could be, you know,
How
Miles
many
Garrett.
does he have? Does he have one
I
or
think he
two?
has one, but
Okay.
he's just injury prone. So if he stays healthy, I think he's going to put up the numbers. I don't
Yeah.
think the Steelers are going to be great, but he'll get his numbers for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and then obviously you could always throw Miles Garrett in there. Crosby could be up there too.
Yeah.
Um, so it'll be interesting. I know Fred's been trying to get that DPOY, but it's tough for a linebacker, honestly.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, but yeah, if any linebacker's gonna get it, he's the guy.
Yeah, but he'd have to get like I don't know 9 interceptions and at least 4 forced fumbles. I mean, he always puts up the tackles. So, but he just have to get turnovers,
Yeah.
and
And he
that's just
does.
in this NFL that type of stuff doesn't happen anymore though. Not high numbers like that.
True. Yeah. Yeah.
So,
I mean, he's had some monster years. He's had what,
oh,
probably 4 pick, 5 pick seasons.
yeah,
So, but yeah, it's a pass rusher, just almost like MVP is for quarterbacks. DPOY is usually going to a pass rusher.
yeah. Unless you got like a crazy lockdown corner
Yeah, exactly.
like
Oh,
Revis or something. Um, but yeah, I got TJ.
TJ, I'm gonna go Max. I'll go with Max. I think hopefully. They brought in Christian Wilkins. I think having him should hopefully free up some of the double teams. And one thing about Max, unlike TJ and some of these other dudes, because there's a whole bunch of elite pass rushers, but Max like don't leave the field. I
Mm.
think he plays more than a lot of these guys. So just having all those stats, his tackles are always like crazy high, in the 60s or 70s, like crazy for a DN. So I think if he could put together maybe 15 sacks, which he's capable of, I think he could get it.
Yeah, he always has a ton of pressures. I know that. I think he
Yeah,
usually is up there like tops in the league.
yeah, for sure.
Um, and it's kind of, I mean, it's kind of unfair because just the Raiders are not obviously haven't been the best team, so they're
Yeah,
playing from behind a lot. So teams aren't passing as much, which obviously hurts him.
that's a good
Um,
point.
but I mean, you could say the same for TJ this year. He's probably going to be from playing from behind.
Yeah,
You never know. Obviously, the Steelers have been more successful than the Raiders as of late, but not much. But anyway,
yeah,
uh, I think that kind of hurts Crosby there, but he definitely has a chance for sure.
yeah, yeah. Um, let's see. What other awards?
Offensive Player of the Year.
Yeah. Let me just throw out a name for that. Throw a dart. Uh,
Yeah, Tyreek,
Tyreek's a good one.
Jamar Chase.
You think Chase?
Maybe. I mean, he seems more motivated than ever to just go crazy, but he might not even play, so who knows? But
Yeah, he been holding out.
I don't think he's going to leave Burrow hanging. It seems like he's going to play.
Yeah, I think he'll play. He said something like, oh, 50-50 or whatever. I think he's playing.
Yeah.
Chase, that's a good pick. I like, let's see. I'd probably go with the receiver too. Mm, you got Jettas, obviously. You know what? I'll go CD Lamb. I
Oh,
think
okay.
he has another big year.
That's not bad. That's not a
Yeah,
bad pick.
yeah. So shoot, I always got C-Mac.
Yeah.
Last
Yeah. He just won it last year, so I think you know
year.
didn't want to, especially I didn't want to be a homer, and I didn't want to just throw out the name that everybody was thinking.
Yeah, yeah, I get it. Same. All right, cool. So we got those. We missing any on that? Nah, not really.
Oh, we could do like stat leaders. We could do who's going to have the most turnovers. Daniel Jones. Uh, yeah,
Baker.
nah, Baker, touchdown maker. You respect Baker. Um, but yeah, if you were to ask me who's going to lead in turnovers, I already told you. So Daniel Jones, if you want to take that as a serious question, that fool is going to have. Mm, he's probably going to lead the league in turnovers. I don't know if it's interceptions, but definitely fumbles and interceptions combined. He's out of there.
Nah, it won't be Dan.
He's gone next year. Mark it down.
Who could it be?
Could be Deshaun,
I was thinking Deshaun, honestly.
but he might not play enough to
I
to
was
throw the
thinking that
ball up
too,
that much.
yeah. Hey, Jameis is his backup. So between those two, they're for sure leading the league.
The turnover brothers.
Man, wow, that's crazy.
Trevor Lawrence can sneak into that conversation with the
I
turnovers,
was
though.
thinking
No
about
lie.
him too. I was thinking about him. I think that's my pick,
That's
Trevor.
not a bad pick. Not a bad pick.
Yeah. Oh shoot, my computer dang near about to die.
He's trying to get you out of there because they're talking bad about Daniel Jones. He's trying to save you.
The disrespect. That's what it is.
Hey, I don't
All
respect
right, so
Jameis.
we got you gonna earn it. Watch. He'll earn your respect.
He already tried that last year and folded big time,
What about
and
the
then
year
got folded.
before when he made the playoffs and won a playoff game?
Almost did.
Not
Yeah,
Kirk
that
Cousins.
was a one off. One off.
No, it wasn't. Yeah, because that was the one year he had help. all the other
No,
years just
Dayball won
functioned.
Coach of the Year. Daniel
That
won Bum of the Year.
year, yeah, Daniel won. Daniel got him the coach of the year.
Nonsense. Anyway,
Yeah.
because he's a bum, because he's a hobo, and he turned him into a good quarterback for 1 year. Not even good though, like decent. Anyway,
Hey, Dayball might get fired if they suck again.
hey, he
So,
might get fired, and Daniel Jones will not be a New York Giant.
but Daniel got paid, so it don't matter. He got his bag.
Okay,
Hey,
I'm not
that's
looking at his bank account. I'm looking at what he does on the field. He's robbing them, just like Waif was saying. Tua is stealing money. Daniel Jones has been stealing money.
who you said Tua is stealing money?
Waif.
Oh, yeah, yeah. He hates Tua. He hates Tua the way you hate Danny, which is just sad. But anyways, so what do we do? Turnovers. What about passing touchdowns?
Passing touchdowns. Dak won it last year. I wouldn't be surprised, but Burrow, I got Burrow. It could be Aaron too, though. But I'm gonna go with Burrow. I'm gonna just stick with Burrow.
Burrow. I like that.
33 touchdown passes.
33.
No, I don't know.
Who did I say? I said CJ for my MVP. So I'm gonna
Mm.
go. Yeah, I'll say he'll lead the league in passing touchdowns with I don't know. Let's go 34.
Hey, that's a good pick too. I like that one.
Two
I
again.
like you on that one. We might look stupid at the end of the year, but I
Yeah,
don't think it's a bad choice.
that's yeah. Oh, good tackle,
That was.
Nixon.
Um,
And then what do we got? Yards,
so what? Rushing touchdowns. Uh,
rushing.
I mean, it's hard to say. It's hard not to say Christian McCaffrey, honestly. So I'm gonna go with C-Mac.
Okay. Who?
Niners aren't afraid to run the ball.
What'd you say?
Niners aren't afraid to run the ball. We run the ball a lot. So
Yeah, can't go wrong picking C Mac. It's tough. I feel like a lot of these guys, yeah, are splitting carries. Who's another feature back?
that's what I was thinking. Raheem Mostert might, but yeah, again, he's splitting carries, so it's
Yeah,
tough.
yeah.
But hey,
Mm,
Mixon for the Texans, if they're putting up points like that, he might get some goal line touches. Who knows?
yeah. I was thinking, hmm, is normally a dude who, got some power because they'll get the goal line touches too.
Brees,
So, yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking of Brees. Brees or what's Brad?
Bijan.
Uh, I don't know about Bijan. I like him, but I think he'll be splitting carries too with who's the other back? Algier?
Yeah, but Bijan, he's a star.
Yeah, yeah, he is. I'm gonna go JT, Jonathan Taylor.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
So that's not going to happen. But anyway, uh,
You don't
but
like
yeah,
JT?
nah, I love him, but I just don't see it. Not with the Colts. Um, not this year. Not anymore. You might as well said Dalvin Cook
Nah, no
or
way.
Ezekiel Elliott.
The Wash Bros.
Yeah, I'm just fine. Nah, I like Jonathan Taylor, but man, he, I don't know. I guess he can win comeback player of the year too. So
Yeah.
it just depends. I don't know what he's got left. Like he's still. I don't even know how old he is now.
You talking Dalvin?
No, Jonathan Taylor.
Oh, Jonathan. Nah, he's still young. It's only maybe his fourth year, fifth year. Um, yeah,
Yeah,
he has been nicked
injury
up.
prone.
Yeah, true. But Colts usually they've had a good line these past couple years.
True.
We'll see. Anthony Richardson, he'll be running it too. So
Oh yeah,
if
that's
he
true.
gets his goal line touches, but yeah, maybe AR will probably steal some of those touchdowns from him.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, but yeah, I'll stick with JT as my pick.
Philadelphia Eagles just kicked a field goal, 17-19. Green
Yeah,
Bay's up at half. Good game.
in Brazil.
Yeah.
You heard about the whole thing? They don't like green in that stadium, or they don't allow green.
Yeah, they I guess they couldn't leave the hotels because of all the green. But if you look at the stands, it doesn't look like any green is out there. Look,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
crazy.
I was just looking.
Oh, I see a little bit, but yeah, not much.
Hmm.
They were not playing out there.
Yeah,
But yeah, they the NFL might not go back to Brazil for a long time after this.
yeah. All the players was against it.
Yeah. Um,
Hey, but I don't know. I'm sure some of them went out.
oh, for sure. They got they're making. I don't know. They're gonna have some kids out there in 9 months that are gonna be NFL players.
Most definitely. The Brazilians, that's danger.
Nah, yeah. Out of what 106 NFL players, no dudes were sneaking out for sure.
Yeah, yeah.
Probably some of the coaches too. LaFleur probably got down.
Probably, yeah. LaFleur's young.
You know what's his name? Damn, I can't think of the coach for the Eagles right now.
Oh, Sirianni.
Oh yeah, Sirianni.
He's
That dude
sneaked
was
out.
good.
Him and Big Dom. That
Oh
was
yeah,
just
him.
right.
He had security, so he was safe.
Yeah.
Just don't have as long as they're not playing the Niners and Dre Greenline around, he'll be all right.
Yeah. Man. All right, so it's halftime now, second half kickoff coming up. What's your thoughts on this new kickoff rule?
Oh man, I don't like the kickoff. Honestly, well, it's hella lame.
Yeah,
I do like the fact that they have to return it if it lands
yeah,
in the area, which makes it more exciting.
true.
But again, I just feel like it's getting away from what football actually is.
Yep.
And it's like, okay, then they had to remove onside kicks completely or
Yeah.
basically announce that you're
That's just
doing an onside kick. It's like, it's just lame. I
yeah,
think the just the way the rules have been going, it's like, okay, so the PATs got pushed back, which I do like it being more challenging.
yeah,
But then it's like it takes away from being able to trick people with the 2 point conversion. It's like I just feel like at this point, why not just get rid of kickers?
it
I
seemed like that's where it's heading.
because it's literally you're just getting this guy taking up a roster spot and all he does is kick.
Yeah.
It's obviously really important and vital to the game, but
Hmm.
if you removed it, people are still going to watch football.
Yeah.
Obviously, it changes a lot historically, but
Yeah.
it's like you're already changing the game so much. I just say remove kickers all, just just get rid of them.
Hmm.
Um, and no disrespect to kickers, but it's just the way the game is going, the way they're doing it already. It's like, all right, you might as well on the kickoff get you a player who can a safety or a whoever, somebody who can kick and tackle
Yeah.
to run down and go make a play. Because in
Yep.
the preseason, we just seen kickers getting exposed on all these returns, just getting ran over.
Hmm.
But there are some fit kickers. I think like the kicker for the Giants, he's like a CrossFit dude. He might be able to smack somebody, but again, I don't know.
Yeah. Now I feel you. I pretty much have the same thoughts. Like you said, you're just getting away from the game, what it's always been. Um, and yeah, now it's like I do feel like that's kind of where it's trending to where you kickers are just going to be irrelevant and you might as well get rid of them. But then that takes away, it messes with history. So I know Skip Bayless always said, like, yeah, like just get rid of place kickers. They have too much impact. They could lose a game. Like, which, I mean, yeah, if football was like that from the beginning, cool. But I just feel like it's a part of history. I think it's cool. Like, all right, game winning kick. Like, you can hit it
Yeah,
and your team's happy, or miss it, and everybody's everybody's in their feelings. So, yeah, I don't really like it. Um, I thought of like, why not just scoot them back? But then I do get it, the whole safety thing, and they don't want big collisions. But yeah, I don't know.
I just don't understand how this changes that. I mean, because like, look, it, the kicker still got to run up. He's the one that's going to get
Yeah,
blasted.
yeah,
He's the most vulnerable dude on the
yeah,
field.
exactly.
That fool don't even got shoulder pads on, damn near.
Yep, yep,
He got no pads in his helmets.
yeah,
Now I remember when like the kickers, like when I was a little younger, they didn't damn near didn't wear anything. They wear a little one
yep.
bar and like freaking. I remember watching Joe Nedney, old, and he was old at the time,
I remember him.
make a tackle, and his freaking chin strap wasn't even on. Like he was all tore up. That's when he was like, "Yeah, I gotta retire. I gotta get him
Yeah,
out."
yeah.
But
My boy Janikowski,
he was laying the
he was
hat.
big. Yeah, it was funny though because I remember the moment he said he was like, "I'm done." He tried to. They sent him out there. I forget who the coach was, but was it Gruden? Nah, I think it was right before Gruden. But they sent him out there to kick like a 70-plus yard kick. It may have been like close to 80 yards. And that fool went, I think it was versus the Seahawks, and he swung his leg and like pulled his hammy, fell. It was all bad. I think that was his last season.
Damn.
Yeah, that was sad.
Hey, honestly, one of the greatest kickers ever, though.
Yeah, yeah. You
Gotta
remember
respect
he
that.
was when we went to Shalom's training camp. He was there. I got a picture
Yeah,
of him. That was cool.
yeah.
So yeah, he's a legend.
He's a monster.
Yeah, he was ripped.
That dude is a monster, no lie. But
Yeah,
it's crazy.
for real. Yeah, so it was Gruden because Gruden was there with Shalom,
Yeah,
and yeah, he was on the team. That must have been last year. So
yeah.
yeah,
It's wild. But yeah, kickoff rules, they're lame.
whack.
They yeah, again, the kickoff rules, all the Taylor Swift rules. You need to
Hmm.
I saw the funniest thing on Instagram earlier with the Travis Kelsey. Did you see how he had the mustache and his haircut was kind of funky?
Yeah, and
Yes,
they did a what was it?
it was just it said Travis is trying to get um, Taylor Swift to break up with him so bad,
Oh man,
just looking like a bum. But anyway,
yeah,
they worded it better than I could say it. I don't remember exactly what it said, but I was just hella laughing.
yeah, yeah. I seen one. It was like a meme. It was like before he was with Taylor, and he's like dressed all swagged out, and then it was like after, and he got the mustache and everything. Man.
We didn't react to last night's game,
Oh yeah, let's do that. It's
because I'm sure
halftime.
people want to hear that.
Yeah, for sure.
Because I know you said you had picked yesterday. Didn't you pick Lamar for MVP? Am I tripping? Or you picked him?
No, I picked them to win the Super Bowl.
Okay, okay.
Yeah,
Super Bowl MVP.
yeah,
Okay. Um, but yeah, you picked them to win last night, right?
I did. Yeah, I
Yeah,
thought you'd get it.
yeah. It's tough because it's funny because that he just made a meme yesterday when um, they were like, "Yeah, you said in the past that they were your kryptonite." He's like, "They're not my kryptonite. They're not my kryptonite, but that's going to be a meme." I already
Mhm.
know. Um, but yeah, nah, I think obviously Lamar made some great plays and he was doing some crazy stuff. And that throw to Likely, well, obviously wasn't a great throw, but it was the right play. I think I mentioned that earlier. Like he made the right play.
Which one? Oh,
The
the last
linebacker
one.
was beat. Yeah, on that Likely touchdown.
Yeah. I mean, I thought it
So
was a good throw.
no, no, no. I'm talking about
Oh, the
before
touch.
that. Yeah, yeah. When Likely
Yeah,
actually
yeah,
scored
okay.
the catch and run.
Yeah.
Um, like obviously people were hating on him. Like, oh, he's like I saw so much hate for Lamar. Like again, it felt like all the pressure was on the Ravens. They were like thinking about this team from the start of minicamp, and shoot, honestly, it might hurt their whole season because it might have deflated them. But I hope it doesn't. I'm not a Ravens fan, but I am a
Hmm.
fan of Lamar.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, it just seemed like the weight of the world was on his shoulders, and I felt like they should have just honestly the first drive. I know they scored a touchdown, but
Hmm.
they should have just gave Derrick Henry the ball at least, give him 3 carries, something. Just
Yeah.
give it to him. They
Yeah.
gave it to him the first carry. It's like, all right, then now you're passing. Then you're passing on third down.
Hmm.
It's like, oh, come on.
Yeah.
You just got Derrick. Give him the
Yep.
rock.
Yep.
Anyway, I just felt like they didn't give him enough carries, but I imagine they're going to work on that moving forward. Um, and obviously, like Patrick Mahomes played a pretty solid game. Nothing crazy. Uh,
Hmm.
kind of, he's been doing the whole game manager thing, which has been working for
Yeah.
him.
But now he has Worthy, so that might change. Because last year it was like he had to, because he didn't really have, explosive threats.
Yeah, an insane amount of drop passes by his receivers.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I think he's going to work his way into that offense, and
Yeah.
obviously beating the Ravens, who is like their biggest competition right now, in the very first game, and you're still kind of figuring out your weapons. It's kind of
Yep.
scary.
For sure.
Um, and their defense is obviously they played really good. Um, so it's hard to stop Lamar. I mean, they didn't stop him, but they held him in check.
Yeah.
And he had a couple chances there at the end to tie the game. Um, and he missed that throw to Likely in the corner. That was a tough throw,
It
but he had
was,
a
but
chance.
he was open enough.
Yeah, like a guy you're talking about, second best quarterback in the league. I put him at second best. He should be able
Mhm.
to make that throw.
Me too, and I agree. I think Burrow makes that throw.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah.
Um, and then the throw across the middle. He saw the safety stop, and he wanted his receiver to stop, but
Yeah.
obviously the receiver can't see the safety where the safety's at, so he's still running.
Yeah.
Lamar it was just a
Well, I
tough
don't know if
throw.
you've seen, but I seen today he said that he was actually throwing it to Bateman. He wanted Bateman to keep going. He didn't even see Zay Flowers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I gotta rewatch it, I guess. But either way,
Yeah. So because what's his name? Bateman kind of stopped. And I think he said Bateman had a linebacker on him. It might have been I don't think it was Bolton, but whoever it was, it was a mismatch, and I guess he kind of stopped. I rewatched it and I could kind of see what he was saying, but I don't think it was a good throw, regardless. And they just weren't on the same page. Him and Bateman ain't on the same page ever. I feel like because
hmm.
I like Bateman. I think Bateman got some talent. But anyways,
Yeah, I mean, either way, it's a miscommunication. And then
yeah,
that last throw, obviously, I mean, he put it on him, but likely, I mean, he could have done the toe tap. He could have brought his leg back in, but either
yeah,
way,
yeah.
it's just tough. I just wanted them to call it a touchdown anyway and just see what
See,
happens on the 2 point.
me too. Yeah,
So,
yeah.
but nobody wanted to see the game end like that.
Yeah, it was weak because I seen the touchdown and reacted to it. I was like, oh, and then I seen right when they said, oh, Harbaugh's calling to go for two. The freaking score came up on my phone because my phone
Uh,
was mine. I was like, oh, what?
dang.
Yeah, that ruined it for me. But yeah, that was whack. But I think regardless, I mean, to beat the Chiefs, and obviously few have, you almost have to have a perfect game. And the Ravens just missed too many opportunities. yes, they could have won. Yes, they could have tied it. Maybe they should have tied it, but they didn't play well enough. Um,
Their O line played bad,
yeah,
but when they were running the ball, they looked good. The O line looked good.
true. Yeah,
So it's
yeah,
like,
and their O line's a little younger, but yeah, they were running the ball. I don't know why. And that's what happened in the playoffs. They just it was like, all right, let's MVP duel. Let's have Lamar throw it, drop back. It's like y'all were the number one running team.
yeah.
So sometimes you just got to stick to what you do.
And Chris Jones, he doesn't want to play run defense. He just wants to
Yeah,
pass rush.
yeah,
He just run. Anyway,
exactly. You kind of fell into their hands, and we
yeah,
talked about it this morning. Like it's like yeah, Lamar. You could see it was tense for that whole team though. It wasn't just Lamar. The kicker had the miss. Justin Tucker. Like the coaches, they kind of seemed like they got flustered. It's like everyone is just like they got to figure it out because you got to go through them if you want to win a Super Bowl.
yeah. Do you know what it was? I think Justin Tucker took a hit on one of the kickoffs. Nah, I'm just playing. But
Yeah. But I mean, we're looking at it as the Ravens falling short again. But you got to give props to the Chiefs. I think people ain't everyone's focusing on the Ravens and Lamar's shortcomings, but the Chiefs are freaking strong. And
yeah,
like you said, like it ain't even like they're at their best right now or anything close to that. It's just week one, but they impressed me.
yeah. Rasheed Rice. That's a weird thing. He got in trouble with that whole thing, but they
Yeah,
said he's not going to serve his suspension until next
next
year.
year I don't.
I'm
Yeah, that's
confused. What?
weird.
So he's like,
Oh,
oh,
big play.
oh, I guess you're in front of me now.
AJ. Oh, maybe. Yeah, bombs away by Hurts to
We,
AJ.
we switched spots.
Yeah,
Um,
Jair got toasted. It looked like
oh, what? Jair? I'm watching right
20,
now.
or maybe it was 20. I just seen
Um,
AJ catching it and
oh,
running.
yeah. They just warped me up to the
Uh,
touchdown. I missed the whole thing. I just saw him running in the end zone. Um, but yeah, yeah. Rasheed Rice. He
yeah,
it's like, oh yeah, they're gonna go for the three-peat this year, so we can't suspend them.
pretty much. That was weird. I seen that come in. I was like, what?
Yeah, it's just weird. But anyway, um, I guess innocent till proven guilty, but obviously guilty.
Yeah,
Um, and if you if you look at Hurts' numbers right now, he's got some good numbers. No lie.
yeah.
Obviously, the lost fumble wasn't really his fault. That was a bad pick early in the game.
Pick. Yeah, that was
Um,
horrible.
but since then, he's been playing actually really well, and
Yeah.
his numbers are going to be crazy after that long throw.
Mm-hmm.
He's probably already over 200.
Yeah.
So maybe MVP talk. I still think they're going to lose this game, though.
Yeah. My boy said Jair is getting the belt right now.
Damn, I was just hyping him up today earlier when we were
I
talking.
know. Nah,
Uh,
AJ is a problem.
I mean, he's sitting there shaking his head, so he must have, yeah.
Yeah, nah, it was on him. He got flat footed.
Yeah. I mean, he's one of the, I guess, I don't know if it's tough to rank receivers, honestly. There's so
Yeah,
many good
so
ones.
yeah,
You want to say he's in your top five, but then, you could name five guys that should be in the top five already. So it's
yeah.
like your top five it's eight guys.
Nah, for real. Yeah,
So that's kind of like basketball, actually. That's like the basketball goats.
true.
The top five, you got to name eight guys.
Nah, we got to talk about that now because for both of us, somebody's getting disrespected too often, and he's in that top five. I don't care.
Yep.
Go.
Yeah, for sure. And I don't want to turn my camera around, but I got Steph right there.
Yes,
Uh,
sir.
But yeah, nah. I guess what we could just talk about Steph. Honestly, obviously he's changed the game so much, and he came into an organization that I was watching when I was a kid when we were buns.
Yep, I was
My
with you.
entire life, we stunk. And I
Yeah,
remember watching the We Believe team, and I was the most excited I've ever been sitting there on the couch watching it with my dad.
yep.
And Jason Richardson was my favorite player. Then, oh my God,
Mine
Baron
too.
Davis, uh, freaking Steven Jackson. Um,
Monte, young
yeah,
Monte.
Monte. Obviously, Monte was again after that. I'm going to be honest. I was so upset when we traded Monte.
Me too. Oh, Josh fumbled. Oh, the pass
Oh,
covered it.
oh okay. Um, it seems like we're more synced up now.
Yeah,
um, but yeah, I was upset. I was like, oh, they're going to trade Monte and give Steph the reins. And I was kind of upset. I was like that because he was one of my favorite players too, and he was kind of the
yeah,
last of that group from the We Believe team.
yep.
And obviously, Steph is
Wow.
turned out to be one of the greatest players ever, in my opinion. The
Yeah,
greatest,
unquestionable.
the greatest player I've ever seen. So, and it's it's such a blessing to have him have him play here in the Bay Area my whole life, and not like it's not like, oh, I just seen he was good and uh, like just started following him. Like people do that. Obviously, there's plenty of Steph Curry fans from all over the world. That there's no disrespect to anybody,
Hmm.
but just me, I was already a Warriors fan and got to watch every game of his, and also see him grow is crazy.
Yeah.
Um, just insane. We're so lucky to see that as Warriors fans.
Yep.
Um, Obviously, a great role model too. So,
Hmm.
um, but yeah, I think you know it's if it's my list, I'm putting him number one. He's in front of Jordan and LeBron for sure for me. And that's not like LeBron hate. I respect LeBron.
Yeah.
I respect Jordan too. And so I'd go. I mean, that's just my list. Like, I guess I guess I'm saying he's my favorite player. I don't think he's done enough, I guess, to pass Jordan. But
So yeah.
um, I guess if we're doing a real,
Hey, I mean, people are saying Paul George is the GOAT. You could say anybody.
no, yeah, that's true.
Yeah. But I
And
feel just
somebody's got to say it. I think there's an argument for Steph to be up there as the greatest. Just
for
him
sure.
being again taking
I
a
would
full franchise to what it is now.
yeah. I always say, I mean, in a game where the objective is to score the basketball and shoot the basketball, and he's the greatest shooter ever, that's got to hold some weight. So,
Yeah, I mean, I'd say a lot of people are still not putting him in the top five, which I just think is absolutely, to me, it's ridiculous. It's
yeah.
like, how can you? Um, like, I get, people are going to look at this and say, oh, you put him in number one, you're an idiot. But whatever. Again, we can argue about him not being in your top five if that's what you want to do, just
Hmm.
for the sake of argument. Um, and it's like, okay, people are going to say Magic's better, but again, Magic came in with Kareem, who some
Yep.
people put it two, some people put it three.
Yeah.
At lowest, they're putting them at three, and
Hmm.
so where then Magic's right there at four or five. Like, how can you have those two guys on the team and then hate on Steph for having KD for 3 years, um,
Yeah.
and like not another top 75 player in those other two championships that he had,
That's impressive. And
and
what?
so
It's only him, Kobe,
him and Kobe.
maybe Duncan,
Um,
or
from what I
what?
remember, it was him and Kobe, but I guess you guys will just
Yeah.
have to Google that,
Yeah.
fact check us.
I
But
would. Oh yeah. No.
because I think one of them fools is up in there, David Robinson or uh,
Manu.
yeah,
Oh.
Manu or TP. Um, but who knows? Um, anyway, Steph has those two championships that no other top 75 player in them. And then again, I don't know why that first championship gets so disrespected. They're like, oh, Kyrie and Kevin Love got hurt. But then it's like they come back and win 24 straight games right off the bat and go for 73 wins in a
Yeah,
season. And then it's like, but LeBron beat the greatest team of all time. And nobody mentions Bogut getting hurt. Iggy got hurt. Draymond got suspended. And it's like Steph was beat up the whole time.
yeah.
It's like,
Hey,
okay,
respect to him because he don't even acknowledge that. Like he don't even say it, but he
he
was
don't
hurt.
make no excuses. Yeah, he don't make no excuses. He just said when he talks about it or when he did talk about it, he just says it's crazy to see two guys, Kyrie and LeBron, play at that level for three
Yeah,
straight games.
yeah,
And obviously those two guys are amazing basketball players and greats. But I just
mhm,
can't stand the people that are like, oh, that first championship. And then on top of that, it's like, oh, but he didn't win Finals MVP, like knowing damn well he should have. So it's like
yeah,
you just you can't win with these people that want to argue against Steph. It's just nonsense.
yeah.
Um, and it's like they just want to hate on him to hate on him.
Hmm.
But and then it's like okay, so then he comes back after KD wins another championship with Wiggins being his second best player,
Yeah.
and it's like, all right, so he shuts everybody up, and then it's like, well, but yeah, nah, he's still not that.
Don't make sense. Real quick with the KD era, the one KD, when was it? 2016. Yeah, 2016-17. KD was different. Like that was crazy. But
Insane.
the one after when they swept the Cavs, Steph's numbers were insane.
Oh yeah,
And he had the one bad game and that ruined it. But he was just as dominant as KD. And his
yeah.
numbers was I mean, it was right there, neck and neck. Um, and Ty Lue said, they said, who you gonna double? He said, oh, we doubling Steph.
Oh
With
yeah, yeah,
hesitation. Like, so Steph was the driving force. He was, I mean, you could say maybe some people think KD was the better player. Fine, but Steph stood the test of time and won another chip on his own after. So, and KD has had raw, crazy stacked teams and ain't really won nothing since. And
yeah.
I mean, both of us love KD, but it's the facts.
Nah, and if you're doing that, if you want to do that argument and you want to say KD's the better player, you could argue that for anybody. KD is the most talented player there is. 7 foot, can do everything, dribble like a guard. He can shoot like insane, better than
Yeah,
everybody but Steph and Clay.
yeah,
Um, and obviously, you could just say he's the best player you've ever seen just by
mhm,
looking at him. But you got to put it all together. Steph's
yeah,
won two championships without him. He brought a crappy franchise to what it is now, and obviously KD did that with OKC. The
yeah,
Sonics were nothing, and um, at the time when he got there, and obviously took them to the finals, and um, you know, was always in contention. Um, but again, he just didn't get the job done like Steph did.
hmm,
So uh, again, the whole I know people are going to argue Magic in front of him. I take bigs out the. You start to kind of take them out the equation just because of how the game's changed now.
hmm.
It's like, would Kareem be winning 6 MVPs in this era? I don't know. Honestly, I doubt it.
Hmm.
Um, and like you could say, oh, well, Jokic has three, and like, but he's different. He's a hybrid. He shoots
Yeah,
threes. He's he's doing stuff that Kareem didn't do, and that's not Kareem's fault. Obviously, it's different, but
yeah,
you start to kind of see like, oh, the game has developed so much, and like obviously Steph is like so much more skilled than a lot of these guys that they bring up. And no disrespect to people like Bill Russell or Kareem, and like Kareem is skilled in his own right. Obviously, the hook shot is
hmm,
unstoppable, but you know, he's not. He could never uh, like compete with all the different things Steph can do, in my opinion. Um, and again, I know that's like, oh, you're going skill set now, which is it's different arguments for everybody, I guess. But again, Kareem had Magic, Magic had Kareem.
Yeah.
People say Kobe's better. Kobe had Shaq too.
Yeah.
Obviously, Kobe won more championships. Steph's more efficient. There's an argument for every
Yeah.
person you want to put in there.
For sure.
So, um,
So, do you have a top five?
my top five would probably be I'm gonna go Steph, Jordan, Bron. Um, let's see, Kobe, and then five. I'm gonna go.
Kobe, Magic, or Larry, or you
Nah,
got
not Larry. I'd probably go Shaq,
that? Oh, for sure. Okay.
and that's just my top five.
Yeah.
And you honestly, Shaq could go ahead of Kobe for me.
Oh, sack.
I'll swap Kobe and Shaq, and I know people were gonna hate on that, but the same argument that people use on Steph or KD being better, Shaq was the MVP of those finals.
Yeah. No,
Kobe
that's,
got two more after, but Shaq also got another one, but he wasn't the MVP of that one. So um,
yeah.
I just think Shaq was the most dominant big man ever.
Mm-hmm.
He's unstoppable. Literally, they could have called a foul every time this guy touched the ball. Um, if he could just shoot some free throws, imagine how many points this guy would have had.
Yeah.
And if he would have stayed in better shape, which is obviously more of a credit to Kobe, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, but it's kind of like the Jordan argument, right? It's like, all right, he he shined the brightest for that amount of time, right? And it's like Kobe or Jordan versus LeBron. It's like, well, he had a, a better prime,
Yeah.
but LeBron's had a insanely long prime,
Yeah.
um, and and kind of the thing that hurts Kobe a lot too is like, oh well, Jordan was better and he copied
Played,
basically was
yeah.
a copy of
Same style.
him. So, but yeah, that's my top five.
Yeah. I
And then
get
it's KD at six.
it. Mine would be similar. Um, yeah. Mm. I think Jordan and Brian are one and two. I think for me is I'm biased, so I put Steph above Kobe. Excuse me. For reasons you said, more efficient, greatest shooter ever. And I think out of respect for Kobe though, and just I think general consensus, most people would say he's better. So just if obviously if it's my personal top five, I'm putting Steph, but just a general top five, I'll put Kobe. I think Kobe he won one more championship than Steph, and he was a better defender. Steph was never a bad defender, but Kobe was a pretty high level defender for a long time. So I'll give Kobe the edge there, but yeah, I'll probably go Mike, Brian, Steph, or Mike, Brian, Kobe, Steph, and yeah, probably Shaq. Um, Kareem, what he did, like I just didn't see him. It was so long ago, but yeah, I mean, every his numbers and everything is pretty insane. Obviously, Magic and Bird, kind of the way they changed the game. But yeah, I think that five is pretty fair. They all changed the game of basketball pretty dramatically, and yeah, obviously, you, like KD, I think skill wise, he's as good. Like we said, as good as anyone in history, but he just don't have enough rings like everybody else. So I put a lot of stock into winning.
Hmm.
I think I've noticed now, like so many people are putting Bron over Steph, which of course there's a debate there. I mean, over Bron over MJ. but I'm noticing like more and more people are disrespecting obviously, what is it? We're done with the
The
'90s
'90s.
and even the 2000s. What's bruh's name on dang.
Oh, Gilbert
Yeah, he's on his show from
uh,
the Bucks.
from the what? Oh,
He for the Bucks.
Brandon Jennings.
Brandon Jennings, yeah. He's always calling them trash and saying, "Yo, was sorry in the 2000s." To me, though, and we've talked about this, like I think greatness is about winning. So I think if you're that great on that level, like it translates across any era because you're gonna outwork people and you have some sort of skill to be winning at that high level. So I think it to just say, oh, the competition wasn't as good or oh, they weren't as skilled. I think they would have figured it out if you put them in a time machine and brought them to this time. For the most part, obviously, Bill Russell, like that might not have been. He was playing against all shorter dudes, and that would have been different. But
That's exactly what I was going to bring up. I was like, you're going to make me do it, and I don't
yeah,
want to
but
disrespect
80s
Bill.
on, 80s on. I think,
Okay, that's fair.
yeah.
Um,
But Bill Russell, you gotta respect him. Oakland legend.
I respect Bill for sure. I got a ton of respect for Bill. I just
He
think,
played
all
Wilt.
right, huh?
I said he played against Wilt and got the
And
best of
from
him.
the no, but from the obviously they had a literally 13 Hall of Famers on that damn team. It's
Yeah,
ridiculous. Um, but again, everybody was stacked on Boston, and he was winning. And I think he was like averaging like 17 points or something, and but crazy amount of rebounds. Um,
yeah,
but again, different time. He was the literally 6'11", and anyway, Wilt was playing. He ended up playing with Jerry West later, but um,
yeah,
yeah, when he was playing against Bill, obviously it just outmatched team wise, and he was just trying to do it all on his own. Um, and then they talk about Bill Russell being this great defender when Wilt was averaging like 44 or something.
yeah. But Wilt was different. He was way taller. He was like 7'2", right?
Yeah, he's like
Bill
seven
was
one.
only 6'9", but Bill was
Oh
like
yeah,
a
6'9".
freak athlete. He was a track star.
So was Wilt.
Was he?
He ran track. Yeah, he was crazy. This fool ran some crazy
Yeah,
100-meter
I
time.
did hear about that. But Wilt, honestly, Wilt, I put as much stock into him as I don't know Bigfoot and the Loch Ness monster. Nah, for real. Like, what footage do we have? This dude, no way he scored 100 points. I don't believe that.
Maybe. I think he did.
They
Anyway,
said.
he probably got more pornos out there than we do have NBA video.
I was gonna. Speaking of pornos, I was gonna say his numbers of women he slept with was like something outrageous, something astronomical. Is
Yeah,
impossible. So
it's fake. It's fake.
yeah, he's just a myth. I don't believe Will
There
did.
is. I did watch a video on that whole 100-point game, but I just think
Was there
again, someone
highlights?
missed. No, there wasn't. There was a video of just basically talking about it, the conspiracy theory of it. They were trying to hype up the NBA. They're trying to get people to watch, and so
Really?
they were saying that they just made it up. But again, somebody's argument was like, okay, why are they going to sit there in that time, in that time of society, and say
Oh, a black
that a
dude.
black man scored 100 points? Why are they
Yeah.
going to hype up a black man?
Okay.
And,
Yeah.
and I was like, I mean, yeah, why would they? I mean, but there was a lot of money in it too, so it's like,
Yeah.
who knows? Who knows?
Who knows? Yeah.
Yeah,
I
check out the
mean,
videos. Conspiracy theory, Wilt, 100-point game. Everyone go watch it.
I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to. For anyone out there who does believe in Will, again, I ain't gonna no shade, but you better believe in Jesus because there's more proof and more evidence for Jesus than there is Will. I'm gonna say that for
My dad saw Wilt on the street out here in
sure.
Kansas City. So not like a homeless dude, like he actually saw Wilt.
What?
Yeah,
When did Will die?
I don't know.
Probably the 90s. I seen videos of him talking about Jordan,
Yeah,
but
a
yeah, he died in the 90s, late 90s maybe.
the biggest capper,
Yeah.
not the Big Dipper, the Big Capper.
As he,
Yeah, I guess in his book they were saying he slept with some crazy amount of women. So I
yeah,
wouldn't doubt that. I wouldn't doubt that he slept with a crazy amount, but it just that number was
it
something
was,
else.
yeah. I seen pictures of him like with groupies around him, you know. So yeah, I believe obviously professional athletes, but it was something like, and we calculated it, me and my boy Zane, and we were like, nah, it would have to be like, I don't know, 5 women a day.
You got it down to the minute. Every 42 minutes, he was piping some some other thing.
Yeah, so I don't know.
Nah, but I mean, Magic was putting up crazy numbers too.
Magic, yeah,
But
he was the
hey,
man,
that got cut short.
and he had to pay for it.
Yeah, true. But yeah. Anyway, yeah, that's why I can't. I'm not putting Bill. I'm not putting Wilt up there. Um, and like obviously, you respect those guys, and like,
Yeah.
but again, we didn't watch it. We didn't see it. We only know what people talk about it. And again, I think the talent today, and not trying to disrespect the older generation, but the
Hmm.
talent today is crazy. Like
Hmm.
just how much talent are like even on the 15th man on the bench
Yeah.
is so good. It's crazy. I mean, not again. He could go back if he could go back in time and play when the NBA first started. This dude is probably going to average 50 points too. So 15th man on the bench. That's all I'm
Maybe.
saying.
Yeah.
The
I feel.
dudes are going to foul out. They're going to call witchcraft on him. They're going to call travel every time when he's not traveling. But hey,
Yeah. What do you think now? Because there's like a obviously there's a shift. It was amazing seeing the Olympics and Bron and Steph and KD just so dominant playing together. But everyone gives, you ask for someone's top 10 right now, and they're all like either at the back end of it or maybe out of it. So what do you think of like it's like a changing of the guard, but they're still playing at such a high level? Like, and who do you see as like the next? Who's next up?
oh well. So you want me to give like a top 10 or just who's next up?
You
I
ain't got to
think
get. Yeah.
next up is Luka Doncic. I
Okay.
think I think he's the next greatest player. Obviously, people will talk about Tatum. I never thought he was that great. Obviously, just won a championship, and he gets a lot of hate. I think he's really talented, but I just don't think he's
Yeah.
that guy.
Same.
Um, and I really like Ant Man. I just like his mentality.
Yeah.
I got to see it more on the court. I just think Luca is such a killer. Like
Yeah.
he's proven it,
Yeah.
and um, it's real impressive what he's done. Um, again, like I think Booker is good too, but he's just not really like that guy.
Yeah.
Especially like it's just weird. Like he seems to have always had like not always, but recently he's had talent around him and he
Yeah.
just underperformed, especially even against Luca, which is crazy.
Yeah.
Because it seemed like he just didn't he did it all by himself, really. Not necessarily, but um, let's see, who else?
Real quick on Luca, while you think, I I've come along like with Luca because I wasn't a fan and like I don't like the whole like ball dominant style. Obviously, you had Harden, and then he would just wear out in the playoffs, and his teammates would get cold. Like, I can't stand it. But I will say I respect Luca because he's a dog and like just a competitor, and he's so clutch and like that's the stuff I'm like, all right, like your style it is what it is, but you're legit.
But he's got that flair too, which is so cool to see. He's
Yeah,
got like a mixture of all kinds of different things. It's like
yeah.
he'll just try some crazy stuff, make some crazy passes,
Mm-hmm.
take some crazy shots,
Yep.
and then he's talking trash, which I love, and he's just laughing too. He's just funny, which
Mm-hmm.
is cool. He's just got a good personality. But again, that's why I like Ant too, because he'll talk trash, but he's not really playing no games. He's not laughing with nobody. He's out there just like a killer.
Yeah.
So that's why I like Ant too. But I got
Yeah.
to see some more from him for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Um, and like if Cat just had a little bit of what Ant has, that
If
them
Cat had
Timberwolves
a
would
dog.
be, yeah, exactly. they'd be they'd be going somewhere. But again, he's soft.
Yeah.
So
Hey, they got Rudy. Pooty.
Kaminga's up next.
Hey, let's go.
Nah, I really like Kaminga though, but again, he'll have a lot of opportunities this year. I don't think he's in that conversation with any of the other guys. Obviously, he's really talented,
Yeah.
um, but I think he might find his way into. I'm thinking it. He might average a cool 20 points this year.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, I can see
hopefully we
that
see
for sure.
that.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, as for young guys, I'm looking at Luca and Ant really right now.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and then if you just want to do a top 10, that's tough. I guess you'd have to go Luca, I'd say. Um, Embiid, Giannis, Jokic. Not in that order, right?
Yeah,
But
I was gonna say.
um, so that's like maybe the top four right now. And then I'd probably say Steph at 5, LeBron at 6, KD at 7. And then I guess Tatum after that.
Tatum, yeah.
Uh, and let's see. I like PG and Kawhi, but I don't know. I can't put him in there.
Yeah.
Um,
Injured and old.
yeah, but again,
What about Booker?
I didn't want to throw him in there.
Yeah.
I don't think he's top 10.
Friends, yeah, I don't think either.
Um, and I don't. I know people will probably want to say Brunson, but I don't think he's top 10 either. I do. I think he's cool, but
I ain't buying that.
yeah. Uh, let's see. Who else is there? I'm
The
kind of
alien?
blanking. Oh yeah, Wemby.
I mean,
I don't know if he's. I mean, obviously, I think this next season he's going to be top 10 without a
I think
doubt. I think
so too.
he's shown so much. Like this, he could do everything, and obviously, just the defense alone has such
Mm-hmm.
an impact on the game. Obviously, didn't he? Embiid dropped 71 on him. So, um,
Oh, what
but
about Embiid? We forgot about Embiid.
I mentioned Embiid. Maybe I
Oh,
got
you
cut
did.
out,
Oh, I
but
didn't.
yeah. Um, and let's see. So I'm at 8. And I can't even think of nobody else. Jesus, it's
Yes.
been because I've just been locked in on football. But
Yeah.
uh,
Yeah. Who are we missing? It's somebody obvious we're missing. I'm tired.
I like Kyrie, but I'm not putting him in the top 10 right now.
Yeah.
Um, let's see, Dylan
You
Brooks.
didn't say KD.
I said KD.
You sure?
It's 7, yeah, after LeBron, and then I put Jason Tatum after KD.
Ah,
But
okay.
then I'll take Dylan Brooks. I'm just playing. Um, I guess Ja, but nah, I can't put Ja up there.
Yeah, I mean, he got that talent in him, but he want to be a thug.
Yeah, a lot of people are talking about him. He's going to be good this year, and
Yeah, I think
I'm
he'll
sure he will be.
big year. Who'd you say?
I was just saying, Ja. I'm sure he will be good.
Yeah. Shoot, my guy Zion needs to. He lost some weight. He's got that in him, but
He does. He
he ain't
does.
there.
He definitely does.
He
But
has to put it together.
yeah, it's unfortunate. I like De'Aaron. Um,
Yeah, me too.
I don't think anybody would agree that he's top 10, but I really do like De'Aaron.
So do I.
Uh,
Hey, SGA, I think most
oh
people.
yeah, SGA's got to be in there. He's got to be in the top 10. That was yeah. I'll put him at 9. I guess I'll put him in front of Tatum. But nah, I mean, I'm not redoing my list. I'm putting him in 9. Um, let's see. There's no OKC fans that are gonna get on me anyway, and if you are, bring it. Um, oh, I guess AD could be. Nah, he's not
Oh
top.
yeah,
I mean,
based off of
defensive.
the season, I'd put him in.
He
He,
did. He was healthy.
yeah, man, he's so good on defense.
Yeah, but it's like the Lakers got. If do they really have 2 top 10 players? If this is how their
True.
season's
Yeah,
ending.
that's weird.
Um,
Uh-oh. Oh,
pick
I don't know.
white
What a
dude.
play. That's Reed.
Uh,
Blankenship. Wow, that was a pick. That was the same goofy type of pass Hurts did.
yeah, it's the bumbo. I told you. Hey, I don't want to hear no more Jordan Love talk. But don't talk bad about Purdy no more. See what he does against the Jets, though.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, that was a bad ball.
that was. He just didn't see, dude, but
Still,
yeah,
even then,
still
he
thrown, yeah. Was it caught? Oh, he caught it. Nice play.
yeah he caught that. That was a nice pick.
Yeah.
He fought for it too. That was like white dude in street, the greatest pick in NFL street history. White dude.
That's disrespectful. That's a
Is it?
joke.
I couldn't even get the 10 people. Oh, I said AD. All right, that's my 10. My bad.
Okay,
But
yeah.
no, that took too damn long. That's probably why they don't do lists on these damn podcasts. His Ocho will be sitting there like, yeah, who else is on here? You got a top 10?
Yeah, I'm not gonna do it.
Uh,
It would be pretty similar.
yeah,
Yeah, I'll need time to think, and it'd be repetitive.
yeah. It's going to be the same dudes. You might have put Jalen Brown in there, though. I know how much you like him.
Ooh, what? Nah.
Or Kyle Lowry, you would have tried to throw him in there.
Yeah, maybe 5, 6 years ago. Okay, Saquon.
He was never top 10. It's ridiculous.
um, Jalen Brown, I think he's fringe. I mean, he's a really good two-way player, but he's not. I don't think he's elite.
Obviously, everyone, all the U.S. coaches thought Derek White was better,
Man, yeah,
and Drew Holiday.
yeah. Drew, Drew played so well in those Olympics.
Yeah, he did. Drew, obviously, there was something I saw where they were like, oh, he has like a 4% chance to make the Hall of Fame or something.
Yeah,
But
I've seen those lists. He's
yeah,
a two-time champion now.
yeah,
I
and
think
he
this is his second Olympic.
gold
Did he
medal.
win the last one?
Honestly, I don't know. I
Or
don't
maybe
remember.
he was on the FIBA team. But I know he was on one of them.
Yeah, I don't remember. But if you really look at it, I think he was the second best player on the Bucks when they won.
I think I'd go Middleton.
Nah, Middleton's a
But
mutt.
what?
Yeah,
Nah, Middleton was a guy. He's a poor man's Clay, but
poor man, poor.
still good.
He's a hobo. Just saying.
Beating on on Middleton.
Yeah, I guess we've never spoken about Middleton. You didn't know
Yeah, I guess not.
he's homeless.
For the audience, obviously Jack has dudes he hates on for some reason. I don't know why he's a hater, but
I'm not a hater. I just keep it real.
uh, I don't know. The Daniel Jones stuff, that sounds like hate to me.
I'm not the only one that put him at the last quarterback in the power rankings. ESPN did too, so can't say that's hate.
I don't think they
And
did.
literally every meme that we find about Daniel Jones is bad. So
Yeah, because it's memes. They're typically bad about everyone.
what about ESPN?
They didn't put him last.
They did. I can pull it up.
I
Anyway,
guarantee you.
I'll pull it up and send it to you. Don't
You
worry. I can't get it on the stream.
you
But
didn't put him last.
huh?
You didn't put him last. You didn't mean that.
I put him last on purpose.
Nah.
Well, I made 31 or yeah, I did 31. I named 31 quarterbacks, but I kept out JJ McCarthy. I didn't mention
Yeah,
that part
some of the
because
rookies.
I didn't do the Vikings. So Daniel Jones was the last one I ranked, and then I named all the young guys, and I didn't do the Vikings. So I named 31. Daniel Jones was the last on the ranking. Then I named all the young guys. I don't know where to put them, but I already said they're ahead of Daniel Jones. So Daniel Jones is all the way at the bottom.
Yeah, that's just hate. It's sad. Honestly,
ESPN said the same thing, and so did First Things First.
yeah, they hate on him
Why? Because he's poo. That's why he sucks. He's doo doo.
because he
He's a
got
bum.
paid.
He's a bum. He literally had the worst season as a Giants quarterback, and then got hurt.
He has
And
been a
we bet who would have the better season. Was it Baker or was it Daniel Jones? And Daniel Jones literally crapped his pants
nah.
and folded.
I didn't think his team would be that bad.
And Baker Mayfield took his team to the playoffs, won the division,
Worst division
won,
in football.
beat
Last year,
the Eagles,
the NFC East was like one of the best divisions in football.
beat the Eagles.
Everybody beat the Eagles.
You
When
just said that was the NFC East was the best division in football. Who won it that year?
the
The
Eagles
Eagles.
started off undefeated and they dogged the Bucks and Baker. But then
Okay,
when they were bad, Baker beats bad teams,
same
so
team, same team. He clapped them, and now you got them winning the division.
they were broken.
Now you got the Eagles winning their division.
It's a new year.
And literally the last game they played before this one, Baker clapped them.
Will Baker win the division this year?
Yes, he will. We can
Okay,
do division winners right now. We can pick division winners. I got the
we
Bucks.
can bet.
NFC
We can
South.
bet.
We can bet. We can bet.
Not pick. We
We
could
can bet.
bet.
We can bet.
All right.
NFC South winners, Buccaneers.
What are we betting?
Whatever you want. The burrito, whatever.
We'll bet a burrito.
You got to get on this stream and claim that Baker Mayfield is the GOAT.
I'll get on the stream and I'll announce Baker. I'll give him his props. He's not beating unless something unforeseen happens, injury to Cousins. But nah, he's not beating the Falcons.
I don't understand why you're suddenly high on Cousins, but everyone's hating on Aaron. He's old. He's coming off the injury. Literally, Cousins is coming off the same injury later in the season.
Yeah, I think it's the Jets. Like some people hype them up, some people just don't hate on the Jets.
If anything, their defense is just as good as the Falcons, and Aaron Rodgers is better.
True.
And
Yeah, I
they got,
agree with all that. But yeah, I don't know.
but I guess this isn't a Jets Falcons talk. We're talking Bucks.
I mean,
Falcons.
Cousins is a little younger.
So Achilles is an Achilles. If
Some
you don't
people
think he can come back, if you don't think Aaron can come back from it, why would you think Kurt could?
true, but some people think Aaron's washed. I'm just playing devil's advocate. I'm just saying why people might think that. Again, I don't think that. But yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Aaron is obviously one of the best quarterbacks in NFL history. I don't think he's just gonna not be able to play quarterback.
Easily, yeah. I agree. Wow, Saquon got 3. I didn't even think about that.
He got 3 tugs.
Sounds yeah.
What?
Yeah.
That's crazy. Mitchell, playmaker. Nah, he just yeah, he made a play on that.
Mitchell. Oh, the DB?
Yeah,
That stream cut out.
good play. Let's see if Jordan Love can come from behind.
Yeah, let's see. It's
Nice play.
important.
I like that.
This is important in the
All right, it's
quarterback
first down.
position.
That was a great play.
Oh, Josh. All right. So yeah, division winners.
Oh yeah. Okay. So I
So
already said the NFC South. I'm going to take the Bucks. Let's see. NFC East. I'm going to take the Cowboys.
okay.
NFC North. I'm going to take Detroit. Uh, and then the NFC West. I'm going to take the Niners. I think again the the North is going to be a little funky. People think Caleb might have a chance to win that division. I don't think he's going to come out hot.
Yeah, I don't see it. I think he'll be good. I think they'll win some games, but
I think they'll be a tough team to just. They're not going to roll over for guys,
yeah.
but I don't think they're going to win a ton of games.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I think Caleb's going to have to learn how to win in the NFL. And I, I think we'll see. I don't think he impressed all that much in his last season in college.
Yeah.
Obviously, he's talented, and it's just too much hype for me. Um, I think they have weapons, but we'll see. We shall see. I think they might be a 7-8 win team.
Yeah, that's around what I'm thinking.
And then I think Green Bay is going to win some games for sure. Obviously, they're competing with the Eagles, but I think people are kind of overhyping them, the Eagles. So I can't put too much stock in that, to be honest. So I think Green Bay could get to 10 wins,
Yeah, I could see that.
nine
Josh.
or 10 wins. Good run. I like Josh. I like their weapons. I'm not sold on Jordan yet, but we'll see. Their defense is actually, I mean, well, Jair just got toasted, so I can't really bring that up anymore. But I think Detroit is gonna they're gonna be better. They're gonna be better than they were last year, and let's see, it's kind of like the young team that obviously Goff isn't young anymore, but um,
hmm
he's not considered a young quarterback. But the rest of the team is young, new, coach, so new-ish coach, right?
Yeah.
Um, and it's like they got to that point, right? The NFC Championship game, and you don't know how to win. You know what I mean? It's kind of like the young team doesn't know how to
Yeah.
win yet, and now they've been there and they're ready to make that jump.
Yeah.
It's like, can you? I think they will. They're going to win a lot of regular season games. Now it's going to be a test of Jared Goff. Is he going to be able to beat those top tier teams in the NFC? I don't know, and it's possible. I mean, the Niners were down, so
hmm
they should have won that game. So it's definitely possible. But they're going to be competing in their own division, and I think maybe 12, 13 wins for them. I think they won 13 last year, if I'm not mistaken,
hmm That
and they
sounds
win
right.
their division. Um, so it could possibly be the 1 seed, honestly. Um,
Wow. Okay. I think I'm a little higher on the Packers than you, but that's my final pick. I think Detroit will. I think they'll win it, and then the Packers will be wild card.
hmm.
The South I gave you, I got the Falcons. I think they'll win it. The West, I got the Niners. I think that division's gonna. I think it's gonna be tough. I think Seattle takes a step. They they got
Seattle's defense is good.
huh?
They have a good defense.
Yeah, and I think it's just up to Gino. We'll see because offensively they got some guys too. Gino was good 2 years ago. They made the playoffs. He was underwhelming last year and they missed. So we'll see. I think they're better.
Yeah, I mean, if they're relying on him to win, they're going to be in trouble.
Yeah,
But
I agree. I
they
agree.
run the ball and they do the play action,
hmm
um, and they're successful at that. So I think they're going to be a tough out. Like they're not. They're not going to roll over, but I think they'll be better than the Bears. So I think the Cardinals improved, and
Yeah,
it's just, is Kyler really, is he a, is he really a starting quarterback like that?
Yeah,
It's hard to say.
yeah. I mean,
Um,
I think he's definitely starting caliber, but yeah, I think that's as far as it gets for him.
I mean, yeah, and I guess you're just talking about like, can he win you a Super Bowl? Is really what I
Yeah,
meant. Like, obviously, yeah, he's a starter. He's talented,
yeah.
um, and he's won games. But can he win you playoff games? Is kind of the question with him.
Yeah,
Now he's got a really solid receiver. Their defense is slept on. They'll be all right.
Oh,
Um,
Saquon. Oh, Saquon.
yeah,
Wow.
I guess I got to shut up about Saquon,
It's
but
a clean face mask. But yeah, I agree with you on Kyler. And yeah, I don't trust the Cardinals. I think they're a little improved, and he's back, but that ain't saying much.
yeah,
The Rams, I mean, they'll be tough. McVay and Stafford, obviously.
yeah. I've heard a lot of people saying like they're going to win the division and
Yeah,
they're gonna push the Niners again. I feel like we've always had their number,
yeah.
um, and like we were on like a 9 game win streak or something in the regular season, and then literally we won 2 games, and then they beat us in the championship game because of that
Yeah.
drop pick. And then what? The next season we beat them twice again, and then last year, um,
Last year,
what?
the one they won was the last game that
Yeah,
got
Brock
in.
didn't play.
Yeah,
Nobody played. So it's
yeah.
like, and they barely won by 1 point. So anyway, um,
I like them. I don't love them. I think I was starting to kind of. They had a good draft, and I like some of the things they did, but I don't think they've caught up yet.
I think Stafford's good and their weapons are good.
Yeah,
Puka and the
I
Cup.
like Stafford. Apparently,
Um,
the rookie receiver they got this year is supposed to be good. I like their running backs. So on paper, they're good.
yeah,
I think they could make a push for a wild card, but yeah, I think the Niners are just a stronger team overall.
I think we probably sweep them. We probably sweep our division again. I mean, you never know with division games, but
Yeah.
we've in these couple recent years, we've been dominating the division. I
Hmm.
don't see that changing. And that's kind of where it's like, all right, I think we at least get one home playoff game because we're going to win that division.
Yeah.
Yes, are there going to be tough games? They're always tough. Playing the Seahawks when they were trashed, it was still tough to beat them.
Yeah. So
Um, Even the Cardinals, they beat us a couple of times. Like I want to say 2 years ago, they beat us once at their house, and I think the next year they beat us at our house. Just Kyler running around doing some funky stuff got
hmm
them a couple wins. But yeah, mobile quarterbacks give the Niners problems. But again, we got a new defensive coordinator, so I'm kind of excited to see what he's doing.
is what's his name, right? From the Chargers,
Yeah,
Staley.
yeah. My guy.
They used to say he's a defensive genius. He just wasn't no head coach. That's for sure.
Well, yeah, he wasn't very much of a genius, and I was going to say San Diego, but L.A.
Yeah. But all right, so that's the NFC. Did I give all mine?
You
So you
said the
got the
Falcons, the Eagles, the
oh, you
Niners,
the Eagles, yeah.
and you picked
Niners and
the
leaning Lions.
Lions.
I'm picking the Lions, and then
Okay.
you got Lions, Niners, Bucks, and Cowboys.
Yep. Yep.
All right.
And I know there's the whole thing like, oh, there's never been a repeat winner in the NFC East in
Yeah.
like, I don't know, some crazy amount of seasons, but that stuff is phony to me. Um, that's just like
Well,
crazy.
it's not phony because it keeps happening,
It's just
but
weird. That's the weird thing. It's not.
yeah,
It's just.
eventually it got to end.
Um, I mean, it doesn't have to end, but I feel like it is this year.
Yeah, it will.
But I'm sure plenty of Cowboys fans have said that in the past when they won the division. We're going to do it, but
Yeah.
they didn't. And the same thing with Eagles fans. So anyway, if that's your argument, though, I'm not. I'm not rocking with it. But let's go AFC. So we can start with the AFC West. I think easily it's going to be the Chiefs. Yeah, unfortunately, the Chiefs are going to win that division again unless Patrick Mahomes goes down next week. I think they're winning that division. And I want to say the Chargers are going to be a wild card team.
Really?
Just a thought.
So did Waif, or he was high on them.
I think they're going to sneak into the playoffs in the AFC. And I know it's going to be tough, especially with that AFC North division, just because all four of those teams could potentially make a run at the playoffs.
Yeah,
And so it's just I just feel like Harbaugh, he's got something about him where he can just turn a team around and galvanize them.
yeah, he's done it everywhere.
And you know what? Herbert's got so much talent that I think he might just have some crazy success. But
Yeah,
hey, I just know John or Jim, he's not afraid to run the ball. So it's going to take a lot of pressure off of Herbert. He had to work with quarterbacks that weren't the best passers. He turned Alex Smith into a winner.
yeah.
And obviously, we had a great defense, which he doesn't seem to have right now. I mean, there's names. But
Couple.
uh, again, I think
Oh, pick. Oh, Keyshawn.
I'm missing it.
Wow. Only
Ooh,
six.
oh, dang, he dropped it. But yeah, let's see. No, yeah, I just think Harbaugh, he he probably has the best quarterback he's ever, had
Sure.
right now, and I think he can turn it into something successful. But hey, that's just me.
Yeah. So my thoughts, and I agree with you, but I think it's gonna take some time. They lost Keenan. They lost
Eckler,
what's his name. They lost Eckler. They lost Mike Williams.
yeah.
And I mean, I know they drafted some guys a couple of seasons. Oh, pick Jair.
Oh my goodness,
Wow, hurts.
the Bumble. That was a horrible throw, man.
He tried to Ed Reed.
Did he really? Oh my God, he's a maniac. He got clapped from behind. Pause.
Pause. What was we saying? Oh,
Harbaugh, Mike Williams is gone.
yeah, they're all gone. And again, I don't think any of us, you, me, Waif, really believe in Herbert. Now, I do think Harbaugh will get the best out of him, and that could potentially be really good because he's so talented. But I think it'll take some time. I think it'll be next year before we start seeing them win.
I mean, as soon as Jim got there, Alex turned into something different.
Yeah,
So,
but like you said, they had a defense to work with. The Chargers, I mean, yeah, they have Derwin. Bosa don't want to be there. He wants to be with his brother.
hey, bring him over.
Yeah, send them, and then they'll really have a weak defense. They got Khalil, but yeah, I don't know. I don't see it, but we'll see. We got them week one. That's going to tell a lot of things for both.
No, that's true. That is true. I think the Raiders are going to be good too, honestly. Um, I love Minshew. Uh, people like to sleep on him. But I think he is a good quarterback. He gets a lot of hate and disrespect just because he's not like a starter.
Yeah,
But
yeah, I think he's a good backup quarterback, really good. But I don't know. A full season with him, I don't know.
he's better than Jacoby Bumset.
I don't know. It's a toss up.
It's not. It's not a toss up.
Jacoby can play. I mean, maybe not.
Jacoby is a hobo.
Jacoby's played well at, at different points.
Yeah, right.
But anyways, all right. Where were we?
That was AFC West. So we can go AFC South. That's going to be a fun division.
Yeah, I think so too.
Um, I think, yeah, the Texans got it. But I wouldn't be surprised if the Jacksonville, if they make a push, because they could end up getting 10 wins or so.
They got talent. I think they'll compete, but again, I don't think Trevor. I think he is what he is.
I think the Colts, if they can stay healthy,
Yeah,
they can make a push for a wild card spot. Now, I'm not saying they're going to make the playoffs, but they might be in that picture until the end of the season. They might be
yeah.
fighting in that last game for a playoff spot.
I'm with you. They're well coached. I think they're a threat. I think they're a bigger threat to the Texans than the Jags.
Hmm.
Um, I mean, last year with Gardner Minshew, they literally was a drop pass away from the playoffs.
Yeah.
So,
And I
oh
really like what I've seen from Anthony Richardson. Obviously, could potentially be turnover prone and a lot of obviously injury prone, but a lot of different variables can go into what happens with the Colts. But if
yeah,
he can stay healthy and he can get something going, I think
mhm,
they'll be excited.
yeah, for sure.
I like Pittman a lot.
Yeah,
So
me too. And they drafted what's dude's name? Dude from Texas, Mitchell, who's
mm.
really good receiver.
And then yeah, the Titans. They're actually not going to be an easy team to just walk all over.
I
They're not
agree.
going to get a lot of wins, but they have some guys. They got Pollard, they got Hopkins, they got who's the other receiver they got?
Ridley
Boyd. They got Boyd, Tyler Boyd.
and Calvin Ridley.
Oh yeah, they do.
Yeah,
Um, and so again, I'm not saying Pollard's all that, but he's explosive. So they got some weapons around Levitt's. They can really see what he's capable of, and you know, could be an exciting little team to watch.
yeah,
Again, that division is tough though. So
yeah.
we got the AFC East. So me, I'm taking the Jets.
That one's tricky. You got the Jets, okay?
I got the Jets. I think the Dolphins are going to win a lot of games, and I think the Bills are going to win a lot of games too. But ultimately, I think the Jets are just with Aaron Rodgers' experience and that defense. Um, Aaron knows when to run, and he's cautious with the football. So I
Mm-hmm.
think that defense, they'll get him some turnovers. And if Aaron's getting turnovers, he doesn't turn the ball over. When you win the turnover battle, you win a lot of football games.
For
So
sure.
I think that'll be something to see. That was a nice little play there. Um,
The third down?
yeah,
Yeah.
this game is so good,
Yeah.
and I am screwed. But whatever.
Which
Um, uh, now I'm just talking about the time,
oh,
but I'm not really tripping.
oh yikes. Yeah,
I
we'll
really
start
want to watch this
this
game.
up.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, no, I'm gonna take the Jets. Obviously, the Bills they lost a lot of stuff in this offseason. Um, Josh is super talented, but it's, honestly, we'll see really what he is right now this season. If he can win and win this division, then there's not much you could say about Josh. There's nothing like
You have
everybody's
your
got.
doubts about Josh?
Not necessarily, but he. I think I heard something like something ridiculous, like 71% of his passes were to Diggs. And it's like you
Yeah.
take that away from him, it's like what are you gonna be? But again, like kind of, I'm not gonna compare him to Baker, but just like his situation when he got Odell and he was kind of forcing the ball to him.
Yeah.
He kind of struggled and he got a lot of hate for it. But before that, prior to Odell being there, he was spreading the ball out to a bunch of different guys, and maybe that's what will happen with Josh. He'll end up just spreading the ball out, and obviously, guys are going to get open with the way he moves around, and uh,
Mm-hmm.
so he'll give his receivers time to get open.
Yeah.
So I just think if he, wins this division, it'll be something to talk about. It's not just he's walking through the division. It's not like Tom Brady walked through that division,
Mm-hmm.
for however long. Because again, the Dolphins are going to be good. That offense is so explosive. I think Tua is only going to get better. Obviously, he's got more confidence going into this season.
Hmm.
Um, I can't say enough about Mike McDaniel's. He's a he's a smart dude, so he knows what he's doing. I'm just worried about their defense. So they could score 70 points, but
Yeah,
they might
they
get
wait for you guys.
they might get 72 put on them.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I got the Jets. I guess the Bills would be the other wild card in that division for me.
Okay.
And then I got two teams coming out. Oh, go you go ahead and do your who you got for the NFC or AFC
You did
East.
every division. You did. Oh, you
I
didn't
did,
do the North.
yeah, but you didn't do the East.
I didn't do none of them, did I? For the AFC.
Yeah, didn't you? Oh, yeah, I guess you didn't, huh?
Yeah. Nah, I was just letting you go. You can finish.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'm gonna have two teams coming out the AFC North, and so it's gonna be the Bengals and the Ravens. The Bengals are probably gonna be
Whoa.
the wild card, but I'm gonna say they're winning the division. That's just going out on a limb,
Yeah.
but obviously the Ravens have dominated the Bengals. They got their number, but
Yeah.
if they're gonna do it, if the Bengals are gonna do it, this is the year because they're gonna lose Higgins next year,
Hmm.
and if they don't win this year, they're gonna pay Jamar, and
Yeah.
then they're just gonna have to work through the draft. The Bengals notoriously they don't like paying their guys, so they like to go cheap,
Yeah.
and it's going to get scary for Burrow if he doesn't do it this year. So I'm going to pick them to win the division. I'm going to say the Ravens are the wild card, and um, the Steelers will be good. I think. Hmm, I don't know. Maybe 8-9 for them. First time Tomlin goes under 500. Just
Okay.
because you got two quarterbacks, you don't have one. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I
Their
feel.
defense is going to be good though, so it's tough.
Yeah.
And they somehow Tomlin pulls out these weird wins
True.
against better teams,
Hmm.
and but we'll see. We shall see. Maybe Russell Wilson will ball out.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
ain't buying it.
yeah. I know.
He was named the starter, but you see, he's hurt. Fields
Oh
is.
yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. What?
Yeah. I
He
don't know
must
what's
be
wrong, but
celebrating with Sierra. They were doing a dance for TikTok, and he
man.
learned something. Um, Mr. Unlimited,
Man.
Mr. Limited.
That's
But
funny.
I honestly, the Browns defense, I really like their defense, but I just can't trust Deshaun at all. Um,
Hmm.
it's something mental with that dude.
Yeah. We talked about it yesterday.
Yeah, I would love to see him perform. Pause. I'd love to see him get back to what he used to be. I guess. I mean, not like the massages, but playing quarterback. And again, maybe he needs some more massages to like get him back right.
He did.
Because that's like he's just too tense. He's not relaxed out there.
For sure.
But yeah, he yeah. If he can put it together, then they'll be a threat. But
Yeah,
I just don't see it.
absolutely. Me neither. Yeah, so I guess I'll start with the North. I feel you with the whole, the urgency the Bengals should have, and they're gonna, it won't be the same. Most likely next year they'll have to pay some guys. I'm gonna hold off on them. I think I'm picking the Ravens. Obviously, I picked them to win the Super Bowl, so they better win the division. Um, the Bengals. I mean, yeah, Burrow's just too good. So yeah, they'll probably get a wild card. There's three. Let's see. That's the North, the South. I'm gonna go with the Texans, the West, the Chiefs, the East. I've been going back and forth. Like honestly, 1 minute
It's
is
tough.
yeah. I think any of them three obviously have the potential. Yesterday, I picked the Dolphins to miss the playoffs just because I'm not sold on Tua. I like Tua, great dude. He has some tools, but I just don't think he don't win big games. And so now considering the Bills were his threat last year, but now it's the Bills and the Jets. I don't think he's gonna win enough. Um, I am gonna lean Jets. I think I'm picking the Jets. I think the Bills will still be really good. I believe in Josh. I think they'll get in the playoffs, but I got the Jets. I think A Rod gets it done. So we'll see. Obviously, all these guys got to stay healthy, but so I guess I kind of picked two wild card teams, right? I picked the Bengals
And what, the Bills?
and the Bills.
You
Man,
got one more, right?
one more. I'd love for my team to get in. I think I'm gonna hold off on that. I think they can. I think it's there, but I'm gonna wait. Man, I kind of want to go Colts. I kind of want to go Colts. I don't. I'm not buying the Browns like we said. Deshaun. I think he's done. He's cooked.
Hmm.
So yeah, let me see.
You see Love getting massages over here on the sideline? He's on
Yeah,
that. He's on his Deshaun. That's what Deshaun needs. They
man,
may be throwing tugs.
probably. Yeah, if that's the case, I think they do get in, but I don't think the owners will let them near no parlors.
Yeah, come on out, you rapist.
The goat. Oh, uh-oh.
Oh man, too much time.
Defensive holding. Hurts taking some hits.
Oh yeah.
They're doing a Vince McMahon like crazy documentary. I
Oh
don't know.
yeah.
Yeah,
Wasn't he? He was on some funny stuff. There's a whole controversy behind
yeah,
him.
yeah, a lot. But anyways, yeah. So those are my picks. The winners. Let me see. We both picked the Jets. We both picked the Chiefs. We
I
both
picked
picked
the
the
Bengals,
Texans,
but yeah,
and then
we both
you
picked the
picked the
Texans.
Bengals. But still, Ravens getting in. I picked the Ravens, but Bengals getting in. So yeah, I don't think the Steelers. I don't think they're gonna do it with like you said, two quarterbacks. They both have their issues. It'll probably be similar last year where they compete, they get a few good wins, but they fall short.
That was not holding, by the way. That
Yeah,
was not defensive holding. That dude slipped.
Saquon's really running.
Um, but hey, there's a lot of hype behind the Texans too. I think they're going to be good, but just be careful if that hype bubble bursts.
Yeah,
You might see the Jacksonville Jaguars steal that division or the Colts.
yeah. I don't. Yeah, I don't think it'll be the Jaguars, but I could see the Colts. And yeah, that wouldn't shock me. Sophomore slumps and or just the expectations, all that can, the hype. You never know. But I'm rocking with the Texans.
Yeah, I hear you. I was just a warning, just throwing a warning now,
Yeah.
just in case they end up not making the playoffs. You can come back to this video and I can be like, I
Ooh,
told you so.
but you picked them.
Yeah, but I'm hedging.
All right. So man, we hit everything. This man
We
two
really did.
almost. Huh?
We really did.
Yeah. Do you have? I mean, obviously, Niners got a good chance, and that's your team. I know that's your pick, but
Super Bowl pick, yeah. Niners over the Chiefs. Stop the three-peat, boy.
wow. And I
Hey,
already picked the Ravens. I think Lamar figures it out. I think Harbaugh figures it out. But yeah, we're gonna see. It's a long season. I think a lot can happen. Who's your other? So me and Wave yesterday did some contenders. Who's like your top three or four contenders? Chiefs, Niners, obviously, but who else?
Chiefs, Niners, Ravens, Jets.
Jets are a true contender. Okay,
Yeah, I think so. I think with Aaron, they're always going to be in contention. I think
I want to see it first, but it wouldn't shock me. But I didn't put them in my contenders.
I got too much respect for Aaron to just not just. I just can't see it, especially after seeing what Tom did in his late age.
True, yeah, that'd
later
be
years. I
if
mean,
he gets
obviously,
the ring, that'll be awesome.
no, yeah, and obviously, Tom is the goat and an anomaly. But they were playing against each other in the same time, and you could see the greatness that Aaron Rodgers displayed, and I don't think it's gone.
Yeah,
I think it was also the fatigue of being in Green Bay,
yeah,
uh, and I think with this new spot, I think last year he was going to turn up, but now people are kind of sleeping on him with the injury. I think he was
mhm,
ready to set the league on fire, and I think they're going to be competitors, honestly.
yeah,
Uh, and so does Vegas, by the way. But let's see. So those three, and then I guess Detroit would have to be in there for sure, because again, like I said, I feel like they didn't know how to win last year, and if
yeah,
they get us in that same position, we're done. Um, and like obviously, if they're up on us by that much at halftime, like they're not going to lose that again.
hmm,
But hopefully, we don't get in that position. I'd love to play them again in the playoffs just to prove that. Um, it wasn't a fluke because people still talk about that, like, oh, they should have won and stupid decisions and whatever.
hmm,
Obviously, like the Niners had to play well to get back in that game, and it was a lot of fun to watch. But so those four, so I'd say two from the, yeah. Did I say the Ravens too? I said the Ravens, right? So three from the. I think there's, I think there's more contenders in the East. I think the, I mean not the East, the AFC,
yeah,
um,
for
and
sure.
then like the NFC is kind of, it's just a little funky. Obviously, if we run into the Rams in the playoffs, it's going to be a tough out. Like it's going to
Yeah,
be a tough game. Like they could beat us, and that I guess that would mean they're contenders. Um, but again, I think we sweep them, and anything could happen in the playoffs, though. So
hmm.
I
Oh,
know people really like Green Bay. People also like the Eagles. I'm not. I'm not liking the Eagles. Oh,
what did they call?
OPI.
Jair looked like he complaining. It must be on him.
OPI. Whoa, man, he is complaining. That was not pass interference. Why are they hating on him? They called that weak holding on him. He's over here locking up. That was a nice.
For real.
He got right in front of that
Oh, it's on the
screen.
offense.
OPI. Let's go. Ineligible man downfield. Okay. Declined. Um, so yeah, I know people like the Packers and the Eagles. Again, they're playing right in front of us. Um,
Yeah,
but I don't think the Eagles are all that. And again,
yeah,
I think Detroit's going to win that division. So um, I think that business will be handled. And again, I think the Cowboys are going to win that division. So the Eagles might get a wild card spot.
yeah. I'm with you. I don't think the Eagles. I don't really see that happening. Their defense just ain't. When they went to the Super Bowl, their defense was pretty crazy. That pass rush, the secondary was a lot better, but now I don't trust it.
Yeah,
The Packers, it wouldn't shock me. I think the Packers, can make some noise, but they're kind of young too, kind of like Detroit was last year, and their defense isn't. I mean, obviously they already gave up 31, so their defense ain't quite on that level.
true. And
So,
Hurts just got killed.
oh, is that what the penalty is?
I don't know. Well, no, he was a runner, so I don't think they could have called that unnecessary roughness. But I got the sound off, and you're a little bit ahead of me, so you'll know before I do.
Yeah, it's on the Packers. Kenny Clark.
What did they call?
Wow, defensive holding. Ugh.
The floor is pissed.
What? He was getting nailed. Oh,
Oh
90.
yeah. Oh, he's up on his face mask. Oh yeah, he held him for sure.
What was that?
Wow,
Well,
they're calling some.
they may run out of time. They better
That
step.
was phony.
That was weak.
That was phony. There are three phony calls for the Eagles here. Maybe the NFL is pushing the Eagles. I guess maybe they were in the division. Um, they're pushing the Eagles versus KC
Again,
Super Bowl.
as long as KC don't win, man.
Nah, man, I can't see the Eagles win either, dude. Neither of those teams can be in the damn Super Bowl. I swear to God.
yeah, that's what it comes down to.
I'd rather, yeah, anybody. Daniel Jones, anyone.
Dang, I
I
forgot.
noticed you didn't mention Daniel Jones getting close to the playoffs or
I was
sniff.
just saying, I forgot. Dang, Hurts running these dudes over. Wow.
Oh yeah, he really did just run him over.
See, and that's why I tend to have a little more respect for Hurts because just stuff like that.
And he just got clapped too. He
Yeah,
got art.
yeah, nah, exactly. Obviously, he's rough around the edges. He ain't the best passer, but yeah. Well, my brother, I know you got to get going. I
Yeah, I know. And this game is so close to being over too.
know.
But it'll
Any
probably.
remark?
Um. Yeah. No. I. This was hella fun. We got to do this
Yeah,
again.
yeah,
I feel
definitely
like honestly we could talk forever. I can't believe it's been 2.5 hours. If anybody is
crazy.
watching this still, you are awesome. And um, yeah, prepare for me and Zay are just going to end up debating about something crazy on here at some point. Not a lot to disagree about right now, but watch as the season goes.
Yeah.
Just watch out for Baker.
Hey, we made our bet.
Hey,
It's official.
it's official. We shake.
Oh, did hers do something? Oh no.
What do
Oh,
you?
what? These dudes ain't tackling Packers.
Dang!
Wow.
You gonna leave me hanging?
Oh, my fault, brother. You got your left hand up though.
That's my right hand.
Oh, it's flipped. I got
Yeah, I got
it.
the.
That was awkward. You see how it is?
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, we made the bet, so we'll see who wins
It's
that
locked
NFC
in.
South.
It's locked in.
Yeah, but all right, yeah, this was fun, bro. We'll definitely do it again.
Yeah, we got to get Izzy and Jare on here.
Got to get them on. I want to get you and Wayfon together one of these days
Oh
too.
yeah. See
That'd
that
be cool.
I noticed he said he was like, yeah, he can't get on here until the Niners win something. I'm like, bro, you're a Jets fan. But anyway, I actually like the Jets coming out this year, so
Yeah,
um, we might have something to talk about. But yeah, that'd be fun too. Yeah, I would love to get Wave on here. I haven't talked to him since your wedding, so
yeah,
that'd be fun.
yeah, yeah, most definitely. But all right, bro. Hopefully, we both picked the Packers, and it's looking bad, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah, Jalen's gonna fold right here. Just kidding. I don't know. But
Green Bay
either
time
way.
out. They got a little bit of hope, but they ain't stopping this run. Let's see.
Actually, I probably could finish this game.
There you go. I'm gonna cut this out.
Well, I appreciate that.
Yeah, yeah, I got you.
All
But all
right.
right, bro. I'll see you
All right.
soon.
Yes, sir. God
Get
bless, man.
ready for this.
Yes, sir. I'm the king. I'm the goat.
Practice.
You know I'm the goat.
You better bot practice.
Don't make me. I should have went and got the trophy.
I'm ready. You ain't
Nah,
gotta do that.
you ain't ready.
Get it when I come over, because you're gonna be presenting it to me.
Not at all.
All right, bro.
All right, man.